Okay, first things first, I have to address the controversy. If you didn't check the Discord, thank you. If you didn't check the Discord, I do know how to read. It's a crazy revelation. Trust your pilot, a Pokemon trading card player does know how to read. So if you read this card, Ninetales reflect on the Ninetales. Move all damage counters from one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to their active Pokemon. Notice how it says one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. That was the original translation. Obviously, that's terrible. That is not a good card whatsoever, so I immediately disregarded it. And then I did my draft yesterday, and then to my surprise, the card is completely different. So the original translation was wrong. Ninetale Transfer takes it from one of your bench Pokemon and puts it on your opponent's active. So it is just like Cofagrigus, sort of like Cofagrigus. So guess what? We're playing Mega Pyroar, baby. We're playing Mega Pyroar tomorrow, baby. No Chinchino. We'll do Chinchino and Gorgeist later this week. We're doing Pyroar tomorrow, Floette today. We're getting rid of all the megas out of the way. No one remembers what that is though. People are too old. So yeah, tomorrow will be Pyroar. Today it's Floette. And all someone had to say was, I'm feeling the Floette. And I would have given you a free code, but Luke and Oppenheimer, thank you for the codes, thank you for the money. I appreciate it. But all you had to do was, because that's going to be on the thumbnails, I'm feeling the Floette, and I would have given you a code. So now I have to come up with new ways to give people codes. I was trying to make it as simple as possible, but yeah, this card sucks. Now, never gonna let you down. I saw your post. Yes, we did beat each other off earlier. And yes, I had a 9-card hand and couldn't find a bosses. Crazy how that works. But I tested about 5 games with Floette. Doing 200 damage when everything has 210 HP is so embarrassing. It literally is like the developers don't know what they're doing. Like, hey, we should print a Mega that does not enough damage to knock out like half of the biggest used Pokemon. It is so terrible. It is so disappointing. So this is a Japanese list. I'll probably only play 1 game with this because it doesn't have Angie Floette. I just want to show you that this is the Japanese list that did the best to show you how bad people in Japan are at building decks and how good I am in comparison. Okay, so remember that when I lose with this. And Antarctic, thank you for the sub. So this is the Japanese list. And yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So we're facing off against the Poke of Zoro. The deadly Poke of Zoro. And yeah, so that matchup, what you have to understand is if I'm not streaming, then Guff, Trust Your Pilot made like 7 videos about this. What are you talking about? You know, I love it when people say, didn't so-and-so make a video about this? Yeah, I made a video about this like 2 weeks ago, and then 3 weeks ago, and then 4 weeks ago. I came faster than anyone can bother to anticipate. I always come first. Fine. Oh my God. I was gonna rant about how I didn't face a single Lucario or Dragapult or Raging Bolt while I was testing. Oh, yeah, this one's bad. If you're talking about this list, oh, no poll today? Well, you want a poll? I'll give you the biggest poll. I'll give you a huge poll. Okay, I heard about this, and it is very weird to me that we are living in a world where Lucario is playing this. It's so strange to me. Okay, so I don't think I need Mega Floette here, but we'll just get rid of double mist. Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of double mist energy because this list specifically does not play Wonders Patch. Well, that's fantastic. I have to just go for a Smoochum. What do I do when I see toes? I smooch them. All right, so Smoochum down, Kangaskhan down. I attach to you. We retreat. Smoochum is by far the MVP of this entire deck. But this can't go in the YouTube video because I'm not going to be able to do anything. But yeah, you know me. You know me by now, Guff, that I feature like 5 or 6 different lists, or 5, 6, or 7. I come up with my own list. I copy Japan, realize how bad it is, and then do my own. So like Mega Pyroar, there was a couple Mega Pyroar lists that did something in Japan that I'll be playing tomorrow. But with Ninetales actually working as intended, with Ninetales actually being the perfect partner for Pyroar, like that opens up a whole new gaping wet hole for me to enter. Like, I completely wrote off Pyroar as terrible, then this card turns out to be really good. Like, that is so cool. And are you serious? Okay, I was like, oh yeah, you got the bosses, but yeah, that's cool. They got literally everything. They got literally everything they needed. And Guff, yeah, that was probably mine again. Was it? Was it mine? Would it have been mine? I don't know. All right, so let's go for a telepathic and a lively stadium. But that's what I'll be playing tomorrow. Is yeah, we'll be playing the Wally's list. Some have 4, some have, you know, less than 4, less than yeah, I guess I go into this guy. Actually, I can't. I can't do that. So lively stadium and then 240, so I'm not taking a knockout because this is terrible. And we both got them from Japan. You know, we didn't and Antarctic. Once Chaos Rising is legal, well, don't worry. Mr. Darkside. Okay, remember, this is the Japanese list. I'm showing you how bad the Japanese list is. Then we'll play the good ones. So that's what you have to remember. Trust Your Pilot is playing the Japanese list that is really bad. And then I'm going to show you why this is really good. Gabagool, because I didn't think they were going to get bosses, Premium Power Pro, or a jab off of a 3-card hand. Why didn't I put the energy on the Latinas? Because I didn't think they were going to get bosses, Premium Power Pro, and everything off like a 3-card hand. And then they just went ahead and did it. But they can't use Wally's. I think I've lost, but I did kind of want to lose this game too. You know, that's another part of this. I wanted to lose just to show you. Because, you know, obviously I shouldn't have put the Kangaskhan down, but I needed to be able to draw cards next turn because PDCGL decided to prize my Meowth, I think. But I think this list has 4 Petrol, 4 Lilies, probably 4 Pokegear or something. Yeah, that's crazy about the Ninetales that I was never expecting Ninetales to be anything. And also, this list doesn't have Wonders Patch. Yeah, people in Japan were like, hey, we don't need to put Wonders Patch in our Psychic decks. That's dumb. Why would we put Wonders Patch in our Psychic decks? See, there you go. I told you. That was a Japanese Floette Azumarill list. Did you see how badly that went? Did you see how poorly that went? Now it's time for Trust Your Pilot to whack off in front of all of you. Yeah, so that was the Japanese list. And then we're going to play Trust Your Pilot's list, which is much better. Okay? We're going up against Marco and Aros. And yeah, Marco, CR. And I think you always want to go second. You always want to smooch them toes. Manderson. Oh, if you're wondering why my name on the emotes is Trusty. So if you're ever wondering, like, why is it Trusty34? Uh-oh. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, let's go for Latinas so they don't know what we're facing. But if you're ever wondering, why is it Trusty34? Twitch, if you're not a Twitch partner, you don't get to choose your abbreviation. It just takes your username. So if it was up to me, yeah, it would be Trusty69. But it takes the first 6 letters of your username and then just adds random letters on top of it. Oh my God, seriously? This is... Why couldn't this have been the Lucario matchup again? Why couldn't we have faced Lucario again? It's not for Rule 34. It could be. But yeah, so never to let me down. If you're ever facing me and I'm not streaming, I'm barely paying attention. Like, I do not pay attention when I'm testing. It's just, I just load it up, see what works, see what doesn't, and then just kind of go from there. And what I learned is that Spooge Nozzle should always trust the pilot. What I learned is that I can just, like, donk them here. All right, this is interesting. Let's go Meryl down, Mystery Garden into play. Play with my balls, get rid of that and that. I think I should go for a Smoochum. I mean, I could also just go for a Kangaskhan and be like, you're not going to get 15 cards. I think that's probably the right play, is just go for Kangaskhan and be like, you're not going to get all those cards. All right, well, that didn't work at all. Well, I'm not going to waste a judge. It's for Monkey Dory. Well, you're going to see healing builds, you're going to see Cophagregus builds, you're going to see all the wackiest builds. And hey, I did get a comment on the YouTube video yesterday where they were happy they didn't have to deal with Twitch chat. So they were excited that there was no Twitch chat they had to look at, because that was my first, that's got to be like the first YouTube-only gameplay video I've uploaded in like 3 years. Which is wild to say. I don't think they got it. I think there might be a little short here. Super Smash Card, is this for the wins? No, this is Trust Your Pilots list. And when you say, is this for the wins list? For the win just gets the same list from the same place. This is what everyone always said, you know, is this so-and-so's list? No, we all get the same list from the same place. I've said this for years. There is no, you know, one unifying thing. Every YouTuber gets their list from the exact same place, okay? We all just go to Limitless, hit copy to clipboard, and put it on PDCGL. That is it. There is no other special sauce or anything. We just all do the same exact things. All right, this is terrible, by the way. And I guess what I do is just end turn because nothing's going right. And Crabulon, yeah. But no, I come up with my own list. Like, as you can see, especially for Pitch Black, I'll mention this in the video on Wednesday that's going to go up previewing the set, is because there's no shitty leagues, I can't just copy to clipboard. So I have to do my own work. I'm going to have to come up with my own list. I'm going to have to, you know, do a bunch of research and actually learn how to read. It's going to be very annoying. But that is what I can do. And yeah, I should not have gotten rid of that Prism Energy. I kind of waffle stomped between what I wanted to do. And I made an oopsie. Yeah, that's what I have to use. But the problem with Pokecall Book is that you can't copy them. So you can't copy them from Pokecall Book because they're all the Japanese cards. So Limitless translates them into a copy and pastable, you know, format. So you have to do it manually. The data isn't as comprehensive. It's harder to keep track of things. So it's kind of a chore and a bit of a bore. So to keep track of everything is going to take a lot of work. And fun fact, my last list had 3 Mist Energy in it. And then I switched off of that one to play this one. And look what happened. All right, well, we got a Prism Energy. Terrible, terrible timing. Thank you, PDCGL. And I'd really like to smooch them toes if I can. Or just never do that. That is cool. You know what? I think it's time to concede. I think it is concede o'clock. We're gonna roll this one more time. But I'm getting the bad list out of the way first. Because I never believed in the Azumarill build. And Azumarill's kind of proven it, but have I even had a Floette into play? There hasn't been a single game where I've had a Floette into play. During my testing, I lost every game, but I always started Floette Smoochum. And, you know, this time, you know, we faced Lucario. And get nothing, but don't worry. Never let me down, don't worry. You know, to lessen the blow, someone tell me a really, oh, God. Somebody tell me a really funny pun with Floette, and I'll give you a first partner code. Are there good builds? Zeus, I would tell you, but you're not subbed. You know, you're only VIP'd, and, you know, me VIPing on you is reward enough. All right, Beedrill. Well, we've already lost this one. So I think just judging them. No, that's guff. That doesn't count. Somebody else can. You gotta get it right. No, no, you're both wrong. No, there's no. We don't do period. We don't do immature period jokes here. Okay. Wow, this is embarrassing. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm going to judge them. All right. Well, we have failed miserably in life. Life has let us down. You know, they say how life finds a way. Life did not find a way today. So apparently this one's also cursed. And I'm not quite sure why. Things are just going terribly, terribly wrong today. Oh, cool. Another Kangaskhan.
Got masterfully baited. Are there good builds?
And Zeus, there might be. No, it was supposed to be, I'm feeling the Floette. That was, I told you off the top of the stream, I'm feeling the Floette. That's all you needed to do, and I literally just judged them into the perfect hand. Of course I did. All right, we're mixing this up. We're ditching the Azumarill. No, you said go with the Floette. You didn't say feeling the Floette. You got to say feeling the Floette. No one did it. Now I got to come up with a new thing to give people free stuff. You know, I'm literally making it the easiest possible to give away free stuff, and no one's taking advantage of me. Okay, we got this. No, it wasn't. You got it. It's feeling the Floette. Feel the Floette is not, because it's a joke. It's a joke with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Joke. Okay, I swear, I'm just never gonna. Oh my god, we're conceding again. I'm not even. I just. Am I just never gonna find a Floette? This is insane. This is 3 games in a row where I can't get a Floette. All right, we're switching lists. We're gonna go to the Cofagrigus build, which apparently should work. Okay. Oh, this is wild. What? Like, I thought that deck was going to suck because the card sucks, not because I wouldn't be able to find it. And Zeus, you know what, Zeus? I'll give you the code because you're taking advantage of my pain. Zeus, you get the code because you deserve it. You get to take advantage of my pain. No, we got this. See, what the hell is this? Okay, we have everything. This is the perfect start. This is the perfect start. No! Are you kidding me? In our 4th game, we finally get a good start. And then look what happens. Are you kidding me? This happened with Clefairy. Remember when I played the Quad Clefairy deck? Ow. Remember when I played the Quad Clefairy deck? And everything, I was like, oh, we haven't faced a single Lucario or Dragapult. Oh, wait, they have a Prism Tower. And then the first game where I get a Mega Floette, and then we face our Chaladon. This is absolutely wild. There is no way it's this crazy. Okay, so we have a Smoochum. We can smooch them toes. I have to go Colress for Angie Floette. I somehow have a chance to win this game. I don't quite know how it's going to happen. And Mr. Darkside, tell me you're a Fate fan without telling me you're a Fate fan. If you watched any Trust Your Pilot video in the last 3 months, you would know. All right, so I have to go Angie Floette, and then we retreat into Smoochum. And then they knock out the Smoochum, and then I have to find my Hero's Cape. The only chance that I have is finding Hero's Cape. But Mr. Darkside, this is what changed. This is what Archaludon got. This is what Ceruledge got. This is, Garchomp plays Prism Tower. Mewtwo Spidops plays Prism Tower. But Prism Tower is the reason why Archaludon is so much better right now. But even with Prism Tower giving me every... Well, you were right. They did Brick, but they also got a Carmine. So they're just an Archaludon away from... Oh, yeah. Ghostveil, you'll see that on Wednesday. Ghostveil has 2 copies of Prism Tower, like every single opportunity. All right, so if I can find a Hero's Cape, we win the game. That is no scent of a lie. If I get Hero's Cape, the game is over and I have won. Oh, no. Wait. Hang on. How much damage does it do? It'll be 280. So I can't... because I can't hit into them with Mega Floette now. I can't hit into them with Mega Floette because they'll do 280 times 2, which is 560. This is cursed. This is absolutely cursed. Okay. We also don't have a playable hand. Oh, man. I think I just Night Stretcher for another... I think I just Night Stretcher for Smoochum back. Because then I can spend a little bit of time doing some things. So let's retreat into you. I'm going to put a Psychic Energy on the Xerneas. We're going to smooch them toes. Okay, and then 1, 2 on the Coffagridius. Okay. And then we'll be totally fine. And then Petrol is for Hero's Cape, but Hero's Cape is not necessary right now. And they got the Prism... Well... You bumped my Angie Floette with a Prism Tower, and they just got bosses just like that. The game is over. That was pretty quick. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? We just lost the game already. Oh my god. This is cursed. This is a cursed card. Okay, we got this one. We got this one. We're going to be fine. Notice how I've played one Lucario, and I was playing the Kangaskhan build, and I made the mistake of putting a Kangaskhan into play. And now, that hurt to watch. Yeah, well, I knew as soon as they flipped it over. We were screwed. Yeah, can I just face Dragapult all day, please? Like, where the hell is all the Dragapult? I'm supposed to be facing just Dragapult right now. Those are the rules. You're supposed to give me only Dragapult. And I ain't seeing any of those. Okay. This is fine, because I have Telepathic for Smoochum and Latias. We're fine. And I also have Prism Tower. Okay, this is great. This is great. We are totally fine. As long as this isn't a metal deck, we are fine. Okay, it's Hydrapple. Oh, wait, is it Hydrapple or is it the thingy thing? Is it Hydrapple or the thingy thing? Because that's gonna... Oh, it's the thingy thing. Okay, and they always have a counter stadium. The best part about this matchup is that my opponent will always have a counter stadium. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that so cool that they will always have a counter stadium? Aren't you excited for me? Okay, so we have to go Hero's Cape. And then Hero's Cape, that Telepathic for, I guess, Smoochum Latias. Yeah, Latias, Smoochum. And then retreat. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Fantastic. I'm tilted. I'm tilting. I need to reset the luck here. I need to reset the luck. I need to do something. Yeah, PDCGL has an undo button. Okay, I need to reset the luck here. I'm down bad right now. I had too much fun in that pre-release yesterday. Okay, we're resetting the luck. It's 30 minutes in. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best, and we're gonna have fun with friends. Yeah, I think PDCGL or the PDCGL gods are mad at me. You went and played a fun format and you did well, Trust Your Pilot. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to do that, Trust Your Pilot. Okay, we got this. We have a terrible hand. Yeah, I did a post-release. Well, I mean, if you haven't watched the video, I highly recommend doing it. And Guff, I mean, that will be the thing. Okay, well, I'm not weak to dark, but again, they're going to have 4 stadiums. We go from Festival Lead, 4 stadiums, to Team Rocket Tonchro, 4 stadiums. Okay, well, if they come up short of a KO, we'll be okay. That is what I have to rely on is, you know, if they whiff an energy or if they don't have a Giovanni, we might be okay. We can do this, everybody. We can do this. Now, we're weak to metal, which is really cool. We're weak to metal, so any Archaludon is just a loss. But Jizz Piece, luckily in this matchup, we're weak to metal. Okay, do not let the 0-5 trick you. I mean, the deck is terrible, but do not let the 0-5 trick you. I got some rough luck. I was playing bad builds. I was trying to show off to my viewers that the bad builds that Japan. Did I just prize both my Smoochum? Did I seriously just prize both Smoochum right now? Are you kidding me? I just prized both Smoochum. I literally prized both Smoochum, which is how you play this deck. This is how it's been going. How am I 0-5? Because the one game where everything actually went well, I faced Archaludon. Guess what Mega Floette is weak to? They just got 3 supporters off of her. They just got 3 freaking supporters off of a Roto stick. Are you kidding me right now? I prize both my Smoochum, and they're just like, oh no, I'm just gonna Roto stick for 3 supporters. You know what? I literally have a note. Be optimistic. That was my note for today. The card is terrible, but if you believe, you'll be fine. So of course, I face Testicle Festival. Guess what Testicle Festival does? Oh, you know, that has 4 stadiums. Guess what Honchkrow has? Oh yeah, another 4 stadiums. No big deal. Okay, all I need is a Wonders patch and we'll be okay. I will go and get Yamask and... I mean, I think it just has to be Yamask. Oh no, I have to go and get the Meowerson here. So let's play with our balls. Go get the Meow Meow. And yeah, we get this guy. Please tell me I have the things. Yes, I have a Psychic Energy. So all I need is a Wondrous patch. I should have 4 in the deck. I am not going to Petrol for a Wondrous patch, okay? That is the coward's way out. A coward would not believe in the heart of the cards here, okay? A coward would not believe that they're going to get one of their... There is no freaking way. There is no freaking way that just happened. I mean, that's obviously what... Okay, Wondrous patch? Oh, yes! Oh, PDCGL, you tried PDCGL, and watch me expend all of that time and effort to get a stadium into play just for them to bump it immediately. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to go 1, 2, 1, 2. If my Mega Floette survives this turn, I win the game. It's that simple. Yeah, the amount of work just to go Prism Tower and G Floette, just for them to bump it immediately is awesome to me. I love that. You know, if I'd at least been able to get the Hero's Cape or something. Yeah, the first Floette attack of the stream, that's why I'm 0-5. I did prematurely evacuate most of those 5 games. I mean, the Archaludon one, that was just complete domination. The Lucario game, you know, I had to put in Kangaskhan because that's what the Japanese list had. But there's no way. What do they need? They need, what, 60? So 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 7. They need 7. They need 7 supporters to one-shot my Mega Floette. They're going to Giovanni and go for one of my 2... Please please don't get a stadium. Oh my God, this is amazing. I can win this one. I can win. No, don't say that, Zeus. You're not allowed to say that. You're banned if they bump my stadium. Oh, they're going to rocket all over my feathers. Okay, so I have to judge them. Or I guess technically I don't have to judge because I have another psychic energy because I'm goated like that in the sauce. So what I do is I attack with Xerneas here. So let's go Wondrous Patch to you. I Telepathic, Hero's Cape, and then I Xerneas for KO because Xerneas is better than stupid Floette. 270, baby. That is crazy. That is just an absolutely insane number. And the reason I didn't use Judge is because we know they're going to go for Ariana here. So they're going to go Ariana. They're going to bump my stadium. So I want to keep the Judge for when they have like a 10 card hand, right? They have to get rid of 3 supporters to knock out the Xerneas. I know for a fact they're going to go Ariana Grande. They're going to put Team Rocket's Factory into play. They're going to have a 9 card hand. Oh. But you see, this is our first win. We're going to go on a 20-game winning streak. I guarantee you we will have a 20-game winning streak here. And it'll be the greatest thing you've ever seen. Oh yeah, the transceiver can't save you. See, that 0-5 start, that was getting all the losses out of the way, right? In a best of 7 series, you can lose the first 3 games and still win the series. Oh yeah, I want to put a Tor Mint on your pillow. Huh? I want to put a Tor Mint on your pillow. What does the coffin do? It wins me the game is what it does. Look at this. Look at how good I am at Pokemon cards. Extended damage Regius. Oh, you know all that work you did? You know all that work you did to sauce me up? No, I told you. I told you the coffin Regius is the best way to play this. But yeah, I've just had some horrible, horrible luck with this deck so far. That's why I'm 0-5. You know, you can't have an opponent who plays a bunch of stadiums. So naturally, I face Festival Lead, which has 4. I faced Haunchcrow, which has 4. I faced a Lucario deck with a Kangaskhan build, which is terrible. Our Chaladon was another one of the matchups. And then another one, I misclicked and I think I gave up. But this is how the deck is supposed to work. If you can get a Floette down and your Angie Floette does not get immediately bumped, you have a slight chance of winning. Oh, did they just pass? They got nothing. Okay, so then I just win. Right? They think, oh no, the Coffin Regius is stuck in the active. Oh, help me, Step Bro, I'm stuck in the active. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Let's just thin everybody out. You know, let's just stunt on him here. You think you can do 500 damage? Go for it. You think you can do 500 damage? I double dare you. That's assault, brother. Okay, let me guess. My other Smoochum? No. Yeah, so what you can do is you can bump your own Angie Floette, put Prism Tower into play, use Prism Tower's effect to discard 2 cards, a double dog dare ya, and then re-Angie Floette. So it's kind of funny that you can essentially get rid of like 4 cards with the Angie Floette combo, but it is so much work. It is so much work. And YouTube audience, I know what you're thinking. Trust your pilots cherry picking here. No, I was going to upload this game no matter what because we got our first Floette start, right? We got our first ever Floette start. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll play the Floette. We'll show the YouTube audience what it's like. I think you've seen how flimsy it is, but when it works, it's okay. Right? When it works, it's an okay deck. If it just said, if this, oh God, I hate that. If they just changed this 0, if this 0 was a 1, this card is playable. But because it's 200 and Latias and Pheasantipity and every Ogre Pawn, and you know, I'm sure there's a few others that I'm missing, because they all have 210 and you have to put a Hero's Cape on it, it's just not possible. And yeah, I'm just gonna do the thing. And then we go Eternity Bloomin' Onion. And there we go. And don't look now, but my Xerneas is doing, what, 330 damage? That is why it's such a good attacker. I do have other builds with the Deoxys, so I'll try to show off the Deoxys a bit later, because that is how you deal with, like, Testicle Festival and Alakazam, and it just gives you off to a good start. But you have to put 5 energy on the stupid Deoxys, which is a little more than you want to give. Okay. Despite losing 6-1, my opponent kind of toughed that one out there. I'm not quite sure why they didn't just immediately concede. You know, I know I'm team anti-concede, but when you're losing 6-1 and your opponent has that board position, it's okay to let yourself be beaten off. All right, there we go. We're in the win column, everybody. We're in the CJ McWin column. Okay, so that was the Coffordridius build. We're going to roll it back with Coffordridius because it's going to be egregious if I don't do it. And probably a fan. Well, they were already in it. Yeah, poke C.L. Lewis, the author of the Chronicles of What? Yeah, we can't play anything. There's nothing that can help. And Utah, well, they did just add a brand new mode. And why am I playing Iris over Morty? Because Morty can draw you 0. Morty can be an unplayable card. Iris is almost always going to be a playable card. All right, I'm going to go up with the Floette. Okay, so I'll talk about that in a second. And did you see that we're getting a Narnia Netflix series or something? Hey, smooch them! Smooch them toes, baby! Oh my god, there's no way. Oh my god! Oh god! Okay, so this is gonna be in the YouTube video no matter what, because we're gonna be able to beat each other off here. And I get the first smooch 'em attack. So this is great. I get the first smooch 'em attack. Oh, they have a Zerosic. No, this is fate. Oh, they're playing Mega Gardy. Okay, so Mega Gardevoir is a bit of a problem. I was going to play a Mega Gardevoir build, but like I just played Mega Gardevoir, so I didn't want to. All right, so you mass down, Hero's Cape. All I need is a telepathic or an energy and a ball card. What the hell is this? What the hell is this crap? Okay, I play like 14 energy and 2 Latias and several ball cards. I play several ball cards. Yeah, I'll get rid of Mega Floette. Thank you. Oh my god. I have nothing going on next turn, but like, that's fine. I mean, odds are they don't do anything either. Right? That is one nice thing is they probably won't do anything either. And if I top deck a telepathic, I might win. But that is insane. And you look at this situation right here. If I get an energy, I can bosses the Latias and I come up short. But I think they just win because in a deck with like 13, 14 energy, apparently that wasn't enough. And I have lots of balls that I can play with. They're playing Carmine. Don't know why they didn't attach the air balloon. You 100% attach the air balloon to the Ralts in that situation, right? I don't know why you wouldn't do that. They also got rid of a Floette. All right, but if they put an Angie Floette into play, I can do a little bit of shaking and bacon. So they're down. Wait, whose Prism Tower is that? Is that mine or is that theirs? Okay, that's theirs. That is important to try and keep. Oh, I told you they were going to do nothing. All right, so in this situation, if I get an energy, I 100% hit the Clefairy. Oh god, it's happening again. Oh my god, this is why I have a surplus of keyboards near me at all times. All right, so Bose is the lilies. The one Pokemon, the one crappy Pokemon that I can actually deal with here. And I'm going to put the Yamask down just to clear the space for it. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the right setup here. I think. And the best news is they can't special red card. They don't have a special red card available to them. I have Night Stretcher. So I am feeling the flow. Press 1 if you're feeling the flow. And you also need to buy a new keyboard. Okay, I really worried because they took a very long time to do anything. So they are here. There's the Rare Candy Guardy. They're just going to prep a Gardevoir, which is really strong here. So I'm going to get another attack, which is great. I will have another attack with Mega Floette. The problem is that they're going to have just the strongest Mega Guardy in the history of the world right now. And I can't do too many things. Right? So I think the smart thing is to use Coffagridius, put the 200 on the Gardevoir. That's a Lilies. Okay, so I go into that guy, and I'm going to Lilies because I haven't played Wonders Patch yet, so using the Night Stretcher to play Wonders Patch seems dumb. Yeah, there's a Wonders Patch. That's good. I'm going to retreat into Coffagridius, and then Wonders Patch to the Yamask. Okay. I don't... I mean, I think I should keep the hand. And then I go extended damage radius. We heal... Yeah, we heal that guy. We put the damage onto the Gardevoir. And the reason I put it on the Gardevoir is because, 1, I avoid a red card turn. I probably should have gone for the Smoochum to put myself on 3 prizes remaining. But did you notice how Mega Floette is so bad that I couldn't even knock out the Latias? Like, that is how bad Mega Floette is. Is that... Oh, and of course, the last card in their hand was the Lilies. Is that I couldn't knock out their Latias. Amulet of Cope? Are you kidding me? Who is this crazy person? They got the Eternity Blooming Onion. They're playing Amulet of Cope. Who are you? Who are you? What have you done to decency? You know, I want to live in a world with decent people, not whatever you are. You terrify me. Okay, there's a card that's really good. And then, yeah, I think I just attach that. Yeah, we attach this guy, and then I bosses the Guardy for sure. Because I have a Meowth, I have a... Oh, I only have 1 bosses? That's fine. The 1 bosses is fine. That's not a big problem at all. Oh, God, I only have 1 freaking bosses. You know, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's great. Yep, everything is great. Because we're going to get a bosses off the prizes, right? That's what's going to happen. We're going to get a bosses off the prizes because Trust Your Pilot has 2 bosses, and he's about to take 3 prizes. The easiest thing in the world. And we're not going to get special red carded into nothing. All right, so bosses, this... No! I was feeling the flow. You thought you were feeling the flow too, bro. You know what? YouTube audience, say El Osa, more like El Luza. Because press 1 if you were feeling the flow. Comment down below in the YouTube comments. I was feeling the flow, but then Osa went and got a Poke Pad. God, that was the game. That was supposed to be the game right there. You know, I was gonna beat off the, like, I played perfectly. I played out of my mind there, and then they just concede. This is probably the only time in their life they've seen a mirror match, and they couldn't let me have my way with them. All right, but yeah, we have 2 games for a YouTube video, so we're doing good. And I think I need to show a loss here because the YouTube audience demands it. But what should I do for the last first partner code? I have one more first partner code. Remember, this is exclusive. If you haven't watched my YouTube short, you can't get these cards unless you redeem a code before September. The cards are not craftable until September, and they are all unique. Well, we got the combo turn 1. Am I going first or second? Well, I'm going first. This is interesting. Well, no, those weren't like good. I want to show good losses. Like oh, hello. I'm pretty sure I lose this matchup because the Zard deck is really, really good. I'm not going to waste Prism Tower and Angie Floette because there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. I just want to be sedated right now. But Mega Charizard does 90 times the amount of energy you discard. I did show off an updated Megazard list with Delphox, so this could be the Delphox build. And I was originally going to play Delphox on Friday. Oh, it's not. I was originally going to play Delphox on Friday. Yeah, the day after Beedrill. But then I looked at the views on the VODs channel. So I used the VODs channel to sort of gauge what the interest in the decks was. And the VODs channel was like, hey, I want to see Trust Your Pilot beat some people off with Mega Dragology, and that went terribly, so I'm never listening to YouTube again. Yeah, I think it's just a Lilies, because I want a telepathic, I want to smooch them, I want to smooch them toes. This is amazing. I have, oh crap. Okay, so I think I go telepathic on Yamask, and then I go for Smooch'em Floette. Smooch'em Floette. Yeah, it's gonna have to be that, and then I think I just hard retreat this guy. We go into the Smooch'em. I put the Pearl on this guy. I put the Air Balloon on this guy. And I don't think, I mean, there's a chance they're able to just do everything this turn. But what if they can't, right? There's a chance they could do everything and go, you know, Rare Candy, Charizard, Oricorio, Fire Breather, bosses, my Mega Floette, take the KO. But what has a higher chance of happening? That they get Rare Candy, Charizard, bosses, Oricorio, 4 energy, or is it 3 energy? Or that they just have a stadium, right? Or do they just have 1 stadium? Yeah, see, I told you. This is why I didn't put Angie into play, is because I wanted to save it in case they had a stadium. So what was more likely? A 4-card crazy combo or just having a battle cage? And the real Kanye West, welcome in. And you've been playing Mega Floette? So would you say you've been having a heavy flow or a mild flow lately? Wait. Have you been having a mild flow lately? Okay, there's Itchy Balls. That's good. They don't have any Dunsparce. So I'm oh my goodness. All right, Prism Tower. Hero's Cape. Angie Floette. Oh, yeah, Angie Floette. I'm going to Colress for Telepath. Yeah, we'll go get Prism Tower, I guess, just to bump their stadium. This is insane. And then we go Telepathic. We have a 500 hit point dude who's 6 energy away from getting knocked out. And then we have Xerneas. And do I go for Latinas here? I think whenever you can go for the Latinas, I think you have to. And then we go there because, yeah, we're doing Eternity Bloom. As long as my Mega Floette survives this turn, I think we're in a very, very good spot. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I have an energy in hand. So I think I put it on the Clefairy. I'm Clefairy positive that's the correct move, because they're probably looking at my Xerneas and being like, that's the actual threat, right? This is the actual threat. Because if I get all 12 energy that I have access to, I think I prized a little bit too much and I can't get it up too high. But I think they kind of realize that if Trust Your Pilot is able to get it up high enough, then he can win. So this is the threat. If you're ever facing a Floette deck and you're playing like a Mega deck, the Floette is not the threat, okay? The Floette is never the threat. The Cofagrigus, sure. But if you're playing a Charizard and you have 360 hit points, I am 12 energy on the field away from knocking out your Zard. You're 5 or 6, depending on, or 4, 5, or 6, depending on things. But they still need some fire energy. They probably only play 7 or 8. I haven't even seen a single fire energy. They haven't played a fire breather. The odds of them being able to take a knockout this turn are almost impossible. They literally need 6 energy. They have a 6-card hand. They're going to draw 3 more with the Dunsparce. They have the free retreat done. Yeah, they're just giving up. They're just giving up. And they're going to run away that. This is interesting. Because I can take the KO with Lily's Clefairy. And then that makes them have to have a bosses. And that's a little bit tougher. So I think that's the right call. Is I force them to have a bosses to take the KO. Yeah, they'll go Pokepad probably for Dunsparce. I was thinking about maybe leaving a bench space open for the Meowth, but obviously I didn't do that. And I'm going to be revisiting Megazard with Delphox. I probably won't do it as part of the Delphox video because that doesn't necessarily focus on Delphox itself. But yeah, let's go Colress. There's an Iris. I think I wait on that. Let's go Angie Floette Telepathic. And I'll put the Telepathic on this guy. Yeah, it has to be this. I can't do anything differently. I have to do this. And then 220. And then we take the knockout. And now I do have a knockout on that Oricorio. Right, so that's a really nice thing is I have a KO on the Oricorio because it's one of the very few 2-prizers that has, 200 or less HP. It's Meowth, Oricorio, and Clefairy. That's the holy trifecta of, things Angie Floette can beat off over here. Your eternity is blooming like an onion. Yeah, I think that was the 100% correct move. And yes, I do make correct moves sometimes. Sometimes I make the funny move just to, kind of live things up, makes things lively like a stadium. Other times I do make the correct move. By retreating, it forces them to have a bosses. Obviously, they have the Dunsparce and Pheasantipity and all the things. But even if they take a knockout of my Mega Floette, I'm not completely out of the game. Because I'm literally just boss away from winning. If they not played a supporter, please play a supporter. Please play a supporter that's not good. Please? I'm not excited if you don't. Please? Okay, that's only 3. That seems good. I'm feeling the flow. Oh, yes, okay. Unless their A-Spec happens to be Prime Catcher, we should be fine, because there's no way they're playing Pokemon Catcher in here. Yeah, the only downside is, because of that 10 damage from the Badoo, they just have to get rid of 2 energy. But I'm literally a bosses away from winning the game. So my concerns, I am not concerniest. Never mind. I have a better pun. My name for the Deoxys build of this is Deoxernius. Huh? See, that's much better. See, I can come up with good puns. Okay, so we go attach to you. I think I'm in a situation where I play with my balls. We always play with my balls. We'll get rid of Angie Floette and AZ's Tranquility. Go for Cofagrigus. So I have 2 bosses. I have several chances of doing it, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go Cofagrigus. That's going to go into play. I hit him with the Meowth. We Meowth for bosses. I go for the Fez. So I get 1 bosses. And then they're going to have a bosses to win this game. All right, so then that's 240. That's really good. So bosses the Fez. And then I take the knockout with Geostorm. which is Gerard Butler's favorite attack ever. And then now I'm just a bosses away from winning. And if they leave my Xerneas alive, we should be... Oh, crap. If they leave my Xerneas alive, we should be fine. If they go for one of my 2 prizers, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. But if they just go for the Latinas or the Meowth, we're in kind of, rough waters here. But if all they do is knock out Xerneas because they have to play something to, draw some more cards because the deck just isn't functioning, we win. Cofagrigus doesn't really help in this matchup specifically because Megazord just takes huge KOs. There's an energy retrieval. I think they might have it. But they do need a bosses. They haven't played a bosses. I can top deck a bosses. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Uh-oh. I do need 2 Wondrous Patch if I want to win. I haven't played a single Wondrous Patch yet. I have a Fez in the deck. I also have an energy attachment, so I'm literally 1 Wondrous Patch away from winning the game. Wondrous Patch bosses GG. And if they have to go for Latias or Meowth... Oh, they went for Xerneas. Oh, this is interesting. Things just got very, very interesting because I have 2 turns now, but I don't have a backup attacker. Latias is going to have to be my backup attacker here. All right, there's Wondrous Patch. Perfect timing. Okay, so Wondrous Patch to the Latinas. And then attach there. So this is going to seem very strange what I'm about to do. Okay, I know this seems weird. I'm not doing this for the funnies. And then I go... Honestly, I think I use Iris because I don't want to see that Iris again. I just need to bosses for game here. All I need to do is bosses for game. And then we get rid of that. Let's go that and that. I will go for the Fez. Because my win condition currently is Latinas. The Latinas are always the win condition here. Oh, this is not good. This is bad. All right, well, we have 2 Pokemon capable of doing 200 damage. I think in this situation, I play with my balls. We just thin the deck. All I need to do to win is get the bosses. That is it. Find the bosses, win the game. It is so simple. I'm going to have 2 Night Stretchers, or sorry, 1 Night Stretcher, so I get an Energy or a Fez back. I'm going to Prism Tower away these 2 guys. Oh, crap. Things are not looking great. And then, I mean, it doesn't really behoove me to do anything, right? I think I just delightfully kiss some toes. Yeah, we just got I thought I had 1 more energy left in the deck, but there's nothing that can save me here. I could have attacked with the Mega Floette. That does nothing. I could have attacked with the Latias. That does nothing. No matter what, next turn, I need bosses. If they go for the Fez, that's fine. If they knock out the Floette, that's less fine. I could have put them in a situation where I can red card them down really low, but if they know what they're doing, they'll just, prep a bunch of Dunsparce. So I kind of, with that Xerneas knockout, I was like, okay, I have a turn where I can just thin the deck as much as possible. Bosses is going to be the last card in deck, isn't it? I can already guarantee you, I'm going to draw 4 cards off the top of my deck. I have a 45% chance of finding bosses. And it's gonna go so badly here. All they have to do is just knock out the Smoochum and they can basically win. Because I only play 2 Angie Floette. I know I was very risky getting rid of the Angie Floette. But I value discarding 2 cards from my deck a little bit more, especially if they special red card me. But clearly they didn't do that. So, actually no, between the Prism Tower and the Fez in my top deck, I'm drawing 55% of my deck. With those odds, there is no way I lose this game. Guaranteed. I guarantee there is 0 chance I lose this game. Oh, okay, yeah, they realize they're just the bosses away from winning. But this is a massive mistake on their part, because literally now I can special red card them and buy myself an extra turn. An extra turnius, huh? But this is great. But I'll just top deck the bosses and all that'll be for now. Okay, well, we're in the same situation. You can suck my butt all 7 days till Sunday. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything is great. This is going to be the bosses, guaranteed. I guarantee this is the bosses. What is happening? Okay, new strategy that I have always been planning to use this entire time. We go for the confusion. This was always my strategy, was we always confuse them here. Always confusion. You know, this was always what I was going to do. You know, we go for the confusion, we special red card them into the Dunsparce, and the bosses just never shows up. Cofferedrigus has a second attack. Yeah, it has a desperation confusion. So this forced them to have an energy retrieval. It forces them to have, you know, energy retrieval, bosses, just a couple other things off of the special red card. But the desperation Cofferedrigus. If I'd known the bosses would be, there is a world where the bosses is the last card in deck. Because now I have a 50% chance of finding it. Between my top deck and Prism Tower, we can do this, everybody. Press 1 if you believe. Okay, they're using Prism Tower. I hate how they can use it. It's like that shouldn't be allowed. Oh, they got rid of the Dunsparce. Oh, they're retreating. Is that good or bad? I honestly can't tell. Energy switch? No way. No freaking way. Please no. Special red card is not a lie. Please, dear God. If they take the knockout, I get Fez and I win. Oh, they realized it. They realized it at the last second. Okay, here we go. Please, please, PDCGL. Please. I have never asked anything more of you than to just give me a bosses. No. Oh my God. Okay. Well, we're guaranteed to get it next turn. So, yeah. They went for it last turn. This is cruel and unusual punishment. It is literally in the bottom 2 cards of my deck. I played this game perfectly. I got rid of the Angie Floette at the exact time I needed to, you know, thin my deck. I paid attention to the board position. The only thing that could stop me was PDCGL. So what got in my way? PDCG. Oh, that's GG. Okay. Oh my God. Wait, we haven't seen their ace spec. It could still be Prime Catcher. Their ace spec could still be Prime Catcher. If it's Prime Catcher, I'm gonna crap my pants. Okay. Oh man. Press 1 if it's the top deck, press 2 if it's the second deck. Or if it's the second card in deck. That was just absolute pain. Will it be the top deck? Or will it be the next one? And this is going in the YouTube video no matter what. What do you think? It was the last card in my deck. We got to do it. We got to use the Prism Tower. It's got to be Prism Tower for the bosses. There we go. Oh my God. That was absolute pain. Will the game break if I have a 0-card deck? Okay, it didn't. Oh man. Like, this game, you can't watch, like, if you ever are thinking, like, trust your pilot, why'd you make that nonsensical decision? Just rewatch this game, okay? Just rewatch this game, and you will have your answer to why I made a weird decision that no one else would have made. It's because this is what my life is like on live. All right, so the good news is that first game against Honchkrow is on the hot seat. All right, so the Cofferedrigus, you are immortalized as an undefeated. You are undefeated, 3-0. Let's switch it up and go to the, let's go to the Judge build. So this one has the Dunsparce. Cranidos King. Did you know it's not pronounced Cranidos? It's pronounced Cranidos, like cranium. Because I saw that post circling around Twitter about, and thank you, Drebulon. You know what, Drebulon, for being nice to the streamer, you get the final first partner code. See, all you got to do is be nice to the streamer and I give you free stuff. No one else is nice to me. Drebulon understands the pain. Doesn't seem worth it. True. All right, so this is all you want. This is the only thing you want on your start. But I did see the post on Twitter about, imagine being a PokeTuber and not knowing how to pronounce Pokemon names. And I replied, it's pronounced Mimikyu, and it's pronounced Lopunny, and it's pronounced Cranidos, and it's pronounced, technically, Gardevoir is pronounced both ways. Gardevoir does go both ways because the Pokemon Company has changed it. It used to be Gardevoir, it used to be Gardevoir, now it's Gardevoir. Okay, this is a terrible start, except for the fact that it's actually kind of goated. If I just have Smoochum Latias, we're fine. That's what I like about this, is that you just have Smoochum Latias. You get a turn 1 telepathic. Your game is pretty much figured out the rest of the way. And, oh, wowzers. I think there's 9 basic in the deck. I believe there's 9 bases, so I might have prized 3. That's really rough. That's why in some of the lists, you'll see like 9, 10, 11, 12 basic psychic. Because nothing feels worse than crunchy peanut butter between your toes. And also going for that second Eternity Bloom and only having... Uh-oh. So this is the Absol deck, it looks like. But nothing is worse than going for that Eternity Bloom for the second time and being like, I don't have 4 energy. And Oppenheimer, I got some bad news. I already gave away all my codes. So you were nice to me for nothing. So this is Mega Greninja with Absol. This is the deck that I played the other day with Absol that didn't work because it's terrible. Yeah, it's not it, but they only have 1 Monkey Dory. Right? How do they expect to do the thing with only 1 Monkey Dory? They're going to have to use Greninja. They're going to have to do all the things. There's Xerneas. That's goated. So, this is interesting. There is a world where I just don't do the thing here, right? Where I just go retreat into Mega Floette. And then attach to this guy. Yeah, I put that guy into play. I attach to it. And then if I go Eternity Bloom, because the thought process here is they don't have a Monkey Dory. Oh, that feels so bad. Not having enough energy. Right? They have a Monkey Dory, but they don't have 2 Monkey Dory. So now I can hit into the Kangaskhan, and then I can boss the Kangaskhan, and then my Floette will have 3 damage counters on it. Because what they're thinking right now is, oh, I can just retreat my Kangaskhan, or, I can go into my Yveltal, I can Petrunt into Yveltal, and then Pilot's going to be stuck like his stepsister in the washing machine again, and then I'm going to be able to Monkey Dory twice, and that's how I'm going to do it. But then I'm going to bosses the Kangaskhan, wipe it off the field, and then they have to use Greninja, but they already sucked their own butt, and they put 3 damage counters on Floette, so they have to put the 6 damage counters on the Floette on the bench, and then go to bosses to get the other one, and put 3 energy on the Absol, and it's not... Oh, they're going to Yveltal. Crap. Okay, well, they sauced me up. They sauced me up, everybody. They got me. They got me, everybody. Well, we've lost. We've lost. Yeah, Xerneas. No, it's Latias versus Yveltal, unfortunately, but I see what you mean. Okay, but the good news is that I can build up my bench. I can't build up my bench. All right, so Prism Tower. Let's go Prism Tower, away the Energy Recycler, and the Night Stretcher. That's not a card I want. Imagine thinning your deck out of all of your energy and then still finding unplayable cards. So, yeah, they bossed up the person who's weak to dark. This will not be in the YouTube video because, I mean, it was always going to be kind of boring. I imagine they'll go for Crispin or something, right? I assume this is like a Crispin. And remember, this is the quad. This is like the triple judge list. This is the judge build of the deck. This isn't the crappy, like, Japanese list that does nothing. This is I have 3 judge in here. All right, so they have a Mega Greninja. That's fine. I think I have a build of this deck where there's a Shaman, a Patrat, and a Psyduck. So we cover all the bases. You know, it's like me with what I'm gonna do with Jennifer Lawrence when she finally accepts my invitation. We're gonna go to all the bases. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, so they have a water energy on the Absol. They're going to wait. Why are they retreating? Oh, so they must have a surfing beach or something. Oh, no, never mind. They, free retreat, Petrarunt again. Yeah, I forgot about the combo. But, I mean, it is kind of funny that I'm going to lose this game, but I had a very good chance of winning. The only thing that stopped me was they just happened to get bosses at the right time. And it's like, this was a top-tier deck 2-ish months ago, and I'm playing whatever the hell this is. All right, so after Prism Tower, I guess it does. I guess Hero's Cape doesn't matter, right? I guess Hero's Cape really doesn't matter. There's a Lily's, baby. All right, so let's go. Lily's into play. Lily's Determination. What the hell is this crap? What is this hand? All right, we're fine. Everything's great. Oh, yeah, remember when I had a Monkey Dory and all that? So, oh, there's no switch cards in this list? The one time I don't play switch cards is the one time we face a stall deck. And Oppenheimer? I know, right? All right, well, I guess I just Lilies again, because they do need a bosses. Like, they need several things to try to win this game. One of them is another bosses. They probably have 3, right? PB? The Switch is prized? Well, I can't remember, because Sunlight, I did switch lists. So it could be that, yes, the Switch is prized. But it's also possible that I forgot to put one in here, because I didn't think we'd get sauced up like this. Mega Clefable is by far the worst. Mega Clefable doesn't deserve to be happy. Ooh, you've activated my trap card. You have activated my trap card, my friend. All right, well, if they get a bosses, obviously I have to judge. Oh, they got a bosses. Never mind. They haven't played a supporter, so we lose. Mr. Mountain Dew, I have lost this game because they have a darkness energy. God, this was painful. This was so painful. Okay, so you're knocked out. That's fine. I have Xerneas. I mean, they don't have 2 monkeys. They can obviously retreat and do the thing. But I think I can run it back. I think I'm good enough to run this one back. Easy. We already got this. I've already won this game. I'm already guaranteeing a victory here. So let's go Judge. Yeah, exactly. I've already guaranteed you this victory. What the hell is this crap? All right, there's a Wondrous Patch. We're going to attach to you. And then retreat into Xerneas. 180. Okay, they currently have no way of knocking out my Xerneas. As long as I didn't give them another freaking bosses, we are totally fine. As long as I didn't judge them into their third bosses, we are fine. Because I have my own bosses. Uh-oh, they're gonna pretend this Latias is torn, eating corn. They're gonna go the long way here. But I am literally just a prism energy away from winning, okay? No, they're not gonna have that. Mods, ban Jose if they get a darkness energy. Mods, get Jose out of here if they find a darkness energy. I judge them into an unplayable hand. If I get an unplayable hand off a judge, they get an unplayable hand off a judge. Those are the rules. Also, the green arrow is in the wrong spot for more than half my Pokemon. But if anybody has any questions about the draft video I did yesterday and how awesome I am, now's the time, because this ain't going on the YouTube video. Oh, this is great. This is great. So they're going to retreat into, what, Kangaskhan? Oh, they're retreating into Greninja. So they are going the long way on the Latias. Uh-oh. Bad things are happening. Bad things are happening right now. If I can get 2 Wondrous Patch and an energy, we're fine. Uh-oh. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We go Prism Tower away the Dunsparce and the Ultra Ball. So I have to bosses this guy, and then Geostorm, and then they can't have a Monkey Dory. They can't. Well, no, they might. They have to have a water energy, right? They have to have a water energy or another Monkey Dory. Remember when I said I must have prized a ton of energy? Remember when I said that? Super Smash Kart? Did you know? Oh, they got a water. All right, they got it. Do you remember when I went 0-5 to start the stream? Do you remember when I went 0-5 when I started the stream? Guess which build I was playing. Take a wild guess as to the build that I was playing. Okay, we got this. We got this. I'm just having some bum luck. Just having my luck is bummed. Right, I could have easily won that game. We're going up against PewDiePie. Did you see that Moist Critical is uploading PDCGL gameplay videos like every single day now? Oh, it's Felipe. Sorry, it's Felipe. I thought it was Felix. So Moist Critical is just uploading videos, and it's so funny as a YouTuber, like a smaller YouTuber. Everything you read says you gotta spend hours maximizing your thumbnail. Your thumbnail has to be perfect. Your title has to be perfect. And then you look at Moist Critical, doesn't even put a thumbnail on it, doesn't even give it a title. It's just I'm playing Pokemon cards or whatever, and it's just at 100,000 views in 24 hours. It's like the best way to be successful on YouTube is to be successful on YouTube. Hey, never gonna let you down. Here you go. It's just so funny to me that the best way to be successful on YouTube is to be successful on YouTube. Right? It's not, thumbnails, titles, these don't matter. To be successful on YouTube, just have a following, right? Because Moist Critical literally doesn't have a single thumbnail on his videos. He just lets YouTube choose the thumbnail, which is just a screen cap. It's literally just a screen cap from the video that YouTube chooses at random. And 100,000, and literally the biggest gameplay videos in PDCGL history. Isn't that wild? Okay, so I have to go. I know I'm at risk here of my butt getting blown out, but sometimes, people enjoy that stuff. Sometimes people do enjoy getting their butts blown out, and I am one of them. Oh, yeah, I thought we prized the Smoochum. So we have to go for Latinas. It's always the combo. And then we go retreat into Smoochum. Probably don't give them the Prism Tower, because they might have like a battle cage or something. Like, the only way that I can lose this game is if they have air balloon, bosses, water energy, Mega Frostlass. If I was playing the Cofagrigus build, we would win this one. I think you have to play the Cofagrigus build. Yep, that's not good. I think Cofagrigus has to be the way you play this. And PB, I made a YouTube short that has tens of thousands of views about the first ever double stadium. It is the only double stadium. It's the first ever evolving stadium. It's the only stadium you can play 2 at a time. If I make the videos, you gotta watch them. That's how this works. All right, so this is interesting. I think what I do is I hate my life with a burning passion. All right, so let's go Prism Tower away. Oh, man, I need to get rid of that Staryu, though. I definitely need to knock out that Staryu, but also not so much. All right, so let's go Angie Floette. I'm going to go for the HP here. I'm going to Lilies, because I'm not worried about the Monkey Dory right now. The Monkey Dory is not a huge problem. You know what is a huge problem? The Chaos Rising in my pants, right? Do I want those guys? Who do I want? I definitely want Xerneas. I think I want Xerneas and Monkey Dory here. So I'm going to go Telepathic for Xerneas, Monkey Dory. Xerneas, Monkey Dory, and then 2 hundo to the active, and I just put energy everywhere. So it has to be 2 on the Xerneas, 1 on the Monkey, 1 on the Latias. As long as they can't bump my stadium. And yeah, the animation with Angie Floette's pretty cool, but it's like, I'd rather have a functioning game. You know, if you watch my draft video, they put a lot of work into the UI of that, except some of the places it's really weird. But the UI is just so well made, and it just makes you wonder, like, why isn't the rest of the game look like this? And there's Resentful Refrain. Okay, so we're not completely out of it yet. I have a knockout on the... Oh, that's amazing. Okay. I am in a very weird position right now. I can take the knockout with Latias, or I can take the knockout with Mega Floette. I think I just go Judge. I'm going to go Judge, see what we get, because they don't have any Dunsparce. I don't have any Dunsparce. What the hell is this crap? Okay. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to go Eternity Bloom. There's a reason for this. Xerneas KO is not better. I will show you why in a second. And Mad Panda, I know what you're going to say, but I am more smarter. I'm a fart smella. Okay, we've been over this. Trust your pilot is very smart. I didn't need to attach because I knew that actually attacking with the Mega Floette wasn't... I knew it wasn't a bad thing to attack with the Floette because Xerneas can do a ton of damage, right? 2 Wonders patches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can one-shot a Mega Starmie. I can easily one-shot a Mega Starmie with Xerneas. So keeping the Xerneas protected is actually better in the long run. They can't knock out my Mega Floette right now. The only way they can knock out my Mega Floette is if they expend a lot of resources finding a counter stadium or using Nebula Beam or using bosses to, you know, thrust and gust. But I just won the game. Isn't this crazy? You know, we started 0-5 and now I'm 4-1. And Angie Floette actually did something. And yeah, we just go retreat. Boom. See, I told you. I could have pretended like I was eating corn and gone the long way there. And, you know, tried to find Wonders patches, then 1 more energy. But look at that. I played the Dunsparce build, and I still managed to win even without finding it a Dunsparce. I know I'm cherry picking games, YouTube audience, but I'm seriously, ever since I got that terrible 0-5 start, I've been 4-1, and the loss was just against a deck that had everything and I had nothing. All right, so that was a quick win. That's what we call a quick win. I'm gonna get to Master League. The stream will not end until I get to Master League. Do we have a dill pickle? If we have a deal, somebody has to sub, or somebody has to gigantify the Beedrill emote. All right, but yeah, see, it's working. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. If Angie Floette stays in play, you have a 400 hit point basic. Obviously, that's good, and it's not weak to fighting or anything too crazy. But I have never found a Prism Energy for a Monkey Dory. I'll play. Ooh, this is unplayable. Miss Magius. Miss Magius. Miss Maggie, PB, no, it's in the back end. It's not a bug. It's just, it's just how PDCGL is stupid. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay, I mean, I feel like I should put on the YouTuber voice. Okay, everyone get ready. I might have to put on my YouTuber voice, even though I have to attach a telepathic to Smoochum. Nobody panic. YouTuber voice incoming. Prepare your buttholes, okay? I would rather have to attach the Smoochum with a telepathic and be able to play the game than, not be able to play the game. So here we go. We're facing Miss Magius. I don't know what that does anymore. I did play it, I think, once. I don't remember what Miss Magius does. I'm going to delightfully kiss them like their toes. They gave me a thumbs up. I know they probably have Dizzying Valley. So Dizzying Valley is the stadium that confusion is not removed when you play with your balls. Yeah, confusion is not removed when you evolve or devolve. And yeah, it's Miss Magius as if your opponent switches or something, they're confused. But that doesn't matter because I'm never going to flip tails. It's so obvious. I'm just never gonna flip tails. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Peanut Butter, and I'm super jelly of Trust Your Pilot's feet. If their Miss Magius is in the active, it makes you confused. And yeah, the attack is terrible. But as long as it's in the active, whenever your opponent's active moves to the active, the new one is now confused. So if I switch or anything, I'm confused. Whenever your opponent's active Pokemon moves to the bench, their new one is confused. That's fine. I'll just let you knock out my Smoochum then. Oh no, you can knock out my Smoochum. However will I recover from such a thing? So there's several downsides to Miss Magius. Let's be honest here. The fact that it only does 150 damage with Sex Magic is really bad. The continuous card draw is really good. What the hell are they doing? Are they going for a Mind Bend KO here? Or do they panic? Because they got nothing. Or they panic because they're playing... Okay, they got the Mind Bend KO, which is kind of exactly what I wanted. Okay, I have been playing Liss with the freaking Monkey Dory, and I have not seen a Monkey Dory that I can use yet. Okay, here we go. And thank you, Bomb. Thank you for bombing. We all know I had to pay you for that. You don't need to lie. The game's already over. You're in the YouTube video. We know that I paid you for that game. It's okay. All right, so there's the Dunsparce. And then I have... Yeah, I guess I really would really like it if I got a Monkey Dory or something here. Yeah, this isn't going in the YouTube video because I don't want it to. All right, do I have another Prism Energy? Please tell me there's another. Oh, I prized the Monkey Dory. I prized the Monkey Dory. Fantastic. The Monkey Dory is prized. So this would be the perfect match for the Monkey Dory Prism Energy combo if I had one. But I guess I go Latinas. I think I might only have one Prism, but I have to attach it. It doesn't, like, the only thing I can really do is Prism Tower and then get rid of Floette Smoochum. That's about the only thing I can try to do here. Because it's telepathic, so yeah. The one time we get the Prism, we're just in a situation where, no, that's not really going to help. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Knock that dude out. And then I can just Surge Tankian with my Mega Floette because it's terrible. But the bosses are going to be very important here. Because, like, I'm going to need Wallies, I'm going to need bosses. This is just going to be a long, kind of boring game here. And, of course, you bumped it. But, yeah, GG's on the Megazard game. Was it just one bosses? Because that's what I was worried about the entire time. And the reason that I took, like, 3 turns of doing nothing is because PDCGL was having a laugh and was like, oh, your bosses is on the very, very bottom of your deck. You know, I tried forever to find it. Nah, we'll just make sure that never happens. All right, so I go Eternity. No, we go for the lilies, I think. Yeah, because I'm not using bosses this turn. I'll use the bosses like next turn or something. That's goated. We go Jumbo Ice Cream. And yeah, I don't want to use Prism Tower. Let's see if we can get Angie up and flowing. No, I want Angie. Give me the damn Angie. You're going to make me real agitated if I don't find Angie Floette. Okay, can you just not suck a butt for once? Would you kindly not suck a butt? Oh my god! Also, I don't have any of my telepathics either. That is crazy. Oh, I prized several things. And PB, no, it's still not going to be good. I'm sorry to say, it's still not going to be good. I don't know what to do now. I have Wallies, but that's not going to help because I think I prized a ton of energy. I think I prized a ton of energy along with my Monkey Dory. Are you kidding me with the constant? I have one more Prism Tower. Your name is Chip Tug. You have the word tug in your name. Your parents already think you're weird, okay? I hate to break it to you, but your parents already think you're weird. I hate to tell you the bad news. Your parents already think you're weird. All right, so I have a Monkey Dory. How were they able to get their Monkey Dory up and running, but I'm not? This is unfair. This is cruel and unusual punishment. All right, so I am going to knock out their Latinas, I guess. It's 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Yeah, so I can retreat, knock out their Latinas, and I can Wally's Compassion as well. That'll have to be next turn, though. There's the Angie. Wrong one, though. All right, so let's actually... I can believe in the heart of the cards. But I think I want to try to lessen the amount of times that I have to do the thing. Right, I kind of want to lessen the amount of times that I have to flip through confusion. No, because like you said, we are getting the Dark Bell. All right, this is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, hang on. Hang on. So the Dunsparce does go through this. I was thinking it didn't. I was thinking it didn't go through to Dunsparce, but the Dunsparce doesn't get affected by Mismagius. The wording on Mismagius is very clear. Whenever your opponent's active Pokemon moves to the bench during their turn, their new active Pokemon is now confused. The Dunsparce goes into your deck, it doesn't go to the bench. So if I learned how to read faster, but none of you saw that either. I am smarter than my viewers. Oh, my viewers think they're so clever. No, I'm the fartest smella. Oh, trust your pilot doesn't know how to read? You don't know how to read. Yeah, I went there. I do need a Dunsparce, though. I don't currently have a Dunsparce, though, which is a slight problem. Slight issue that we may encounter. Potential issue that may arise, like chaos in my pants. Potential issue. There's a potential issue in my pants. All right, let's go for the Dunsparce. Ah, damn it, that's the wrong one. All right, let's put that there. So I can attack with a fresh Floette. I guess that's what I do, is I just attack with the fresh Floette. We go Wonders Patch. And yeah, Wonders Patch again. Anything from the trolley, dears? Anything from the trolley? Okay, and then I can go for Colress's Thickacity, but I think in this situation I'm just going to judge and believe. Because that's what the trolley witch, did you know that the trolley witch in... All right, Mismagius's wording is very clear. The Dunsparce goes into the deck, it does not go onto the bench, so Mismagius's confusion ability should not activate here. In no world should my Mega Floette be confused. PDCGL somehow got that right. I can't believe it either. PDCGL got that interaction correct. Can you believe it? PDCGL got something right for once in its life. All right, so we're going to have all the Dunsparce. They have to have a bosses. Yeah, let's go Eternity Bloom. They have all the freaking Monkey Dory in the world. And of course, my Monkey Dory is prized. And I have a Prism Energy on the field. But I do have Wallies. I have a Wallies, and we'll be fine. Okay, that's telepathic. That's fine. I think I might win now. Yes, did you know that the trolley lady from the Harry Potter is actually like an ancient, centuries-old ghost demon that tries to kill kids if they try to leave the train? That's actually canon? Did you know that's actually canon? That's a canon event in the... Literally, that is a canon thing in the Harry Potter universe? Okay, so they don't have the Monkey Dory thing this turn. If they bosses, they have a knockout on the bench Floette. But I'm a Wally's Compassion away from winning. It was in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. If you didn't know, there was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. They try to leave the train, and she doesn't appreciate that. She's not excited about that. All right, let's go 1 to Dunsparce. There's another judge, which I can't use right now. All right, so let's play with our balls. I want to get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of Clefairy, Ultra Ball, go for another to Dunsparce. Like, I have several ways to win. It's just Wally's is one of them, and Wally's is the one I want to use. But I could also go for the Angie Floette play, which would also potentially win me the game. No, I want to use the Wallies, okay? I want to ruin their life. Oh my god, PDCGL! You can't even let me whack off and have fun. How are you this bad of a person that you won't even let me whack off and enjoy myself? All right, let's go for the Clefairy. I'm going to lose this game because PDCGL is just like, hey, what if the most basic things in your life didn't happen? All right, let's... I mean, I need to draw more cards, so I think Judge is kind of unnecessary. So let's go Ultra Ball for that. So we need Prism Tower, Angie Floette off of this Lilies. or else the game is probably over. Also, I can take the knockout with Latias. You know, I'm just going to believe. I'm going to believe we're going to get the combo. That's what I'm doing. We got the combo, and then we got the stupid Wallies. We got the combo, and we got the Wallies. All right, so... yeah, I guess, Prism Tower here. I guess I Prism Tower away the Dunsparce and the Colress. Draw one. Oh, yeah, thank you. And then we evolve the Stadium. We go Telepathic. We go Eternity Bloom. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. No, Lil Frizz, we're still in the danger zone because they're literally a stadium away from winning. Right? All they have to do is bump my Stadium. We're literally just hoping they don't have another Dizzying Valley. Monkey Dory was the last prize, by the way. They've played 3. As long as they don't have 4, I win the game. Oh my god, they had 4! Who plays 4 Dizzying Valley? Who plays 4 Dizzying Valley in their deck? Also, if I hadn't prized my Monkey Dory, we would have won. If I hadn't prized my Monkey Dory, we would have won the... If I hadn't prized my monkey, or if we just gotten the damn Wallies. Oh, PDCGL. You do these things to me, and it makes me hate life. If my mother had wheels, she'd be a bike. Oh, man. This game, sometimes this game, like, this is the second time this stream where PDCGL has been like, hey, you know all those cards you need to win? No. You're not allowed to have them. You know that Monkey Dory Prism Energy combo you worked so hard to build up? Yeah, we're gonna pass on that one. And Eevee, why the BMing? Because they're a Miss Magius player. They hate life. It's the one time they had a chance. But that is just crazy, right? If I think at any point before like 3 prizes, if I just get the Monkey Dory, we're fine. And Mega Floette is bad. Hey, the YouTube video only has wins. What do you mean it's bad? It only has wins in it. But I kind of have to know going into the game that I'm gonna see, like, this one is not going to be in the video. Like, I know right off rip that I know this one's not going to be in the video. But do you want to know something hilarious? I have not faced Dragapult today. I have not faced a single Dragapult deck today, and I faced 1 Lucario. And also 0 Raging Bolt. So notice how I switch to a Psychic deck, and Dragapult disappears. But then I'll go to a single prize deck, and it'll be 6 Dragapult decks in a row. You can't tell me PDCGL matchmaking isn't rigged. But Eevee, how are you doing? Did you watch my drafting video, and did you enjoy it? If you did watch my drafting video, did you enjoy how good Trust Your Pilot is at Pokemon cards? You know, sometimes it's nice to remind people who you are. You know, that you still got it in your old age. You know, I remind the women at the old folks' home every night, but sometimes you gotta teach them kids. Sometimes you just gotta whip it out and show them kids what you're working with. Who do you think you are? I am. Oh, they don't know that I can tuck tail. Okay, well, I'm gonna tuck tail eventually. Oh, wowzers. This is embarrassing. Okay. Let's go get rid of you. Let's go boom, boom. Let's get Smoochum, I guess. Actually, don't I have like Poffin or something? No, I don't have any of those things. So I think I have to go and get Smoochum and then Prism Tower away Jumbo Ice Cream bosses and retreat. And then I'm going to do it. If I can, I will. Okay. That is my promise to all of you. If I can, I will. But I just thought it was so hilarious that I pulled, what did I pull? I pulled Froakie, Frogadier. I pulled a Delphox. I pulled a Crobat. I think I pulled like a full line of something else that's in the kits. I didn't get a single Goomy, Sliggoo, or Goodra. All I got was a Deoxys and an AZ's Tranquility. No special red card, no Delibird, no anything good. It was just hilarious that even in a drafting format, my luck continues the way it always does. All right, yeah, I think they got this one no matter what. Yeah, this will probably be a B drill. This will probably be a B drill, huh? It'll probably be a B drill. I also have to top deck a psychic Pokemon. But if I don't, I'm doing the funny thing. Press 1 if you've ever seen somebody commit Sudoku. See, they're playing the game as if I have a playable card in my hand. What they don't realize is that I don't. What they don't realize is that I have a terrible hand, and they don't need to try here. But yeah, drafting was it's just so much fun because it's fresh. Right? In PTCGO, if you were tired of standard, you go to theme. If you're tired of theme, you go to expanded. If you're tired, we gotta. Will it let me do anything? Boom, there we go. And it lost so hard to Alakazam and Honchkrow. Well, that's why you have to play the Arboliva build. All right, so this is the double Monkey Dory build with only 8. I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. And I'm going to go, we'll get rid of Chimicho. We'll get rid of Mega Diancie because I don't want this to be a good deck, right? I want this to be a healing build of the deck. And then, yeah, Petrol is for Hero's Cape. But do I have I do not have a Xerneas. I think Xerneas definitely needs to be in here just as a backup attacker. And yes, this is a potential card in the deck. This actually does kind of make sense in the deck. And maybe I cut the Fez. Or maybe I cut the Fez and add somebody else, but we'll start from here and see how it goes. And Mark, it's just the default. It's just the default. But yeah, you have to, if you're playing a Beedrill deck, you always have to get Arboliva up right away. You never want to lead with Beedrill unless it's like Raging Bolt. Kenny, that would make this deck better. I agree. That would make this deck much better. All right, so we got it. And Mark, I always raid Sunny on Mondays. It's the contract. Oh my God! Oh God! Please don't be Baby Okie Dokie. Please don't be the doggy dog. Please don't do me doggy style. Oh yes. Okay. Oh, this is amazing. Oh God, I go through so many keywords. Still 0 Dragapult, by the way. This has to be a record. This is what, 13 games, no Dragapult? Well, no, I don't need to put this in the matchup. I mean, maybe I should, because what if I lose? Right? There is a chancey that I lose, because they can just go turn 2 Mega Lucario, but as long as I don't put another Mega Floette, we should win. This is absolutely insane. I wish this was a better matchup, because I'm just going to clap their cheeks to hell. But we go for Telepathic, Angie Floette, and then this is just what you do. You go Smooch 'em Latinas. I enjoy Smooch and Latinas. There we go. And then I Prism Tower away. I mean, I guess I go Prism Tower away the Floette and the Energy. Just draw a card, see what happens. There's Colress. That is not really useful. And then Angie Floette. I retreat into Smooch, and we always smooch them toes. Wonders Patch to the Latias. Delightfully Kiss. And now it's almost impossible for them to knock out my Mega Floette unless they have literally any good card in their hand. So I'm undecided if I'll include this in the YouTube video, because it's just going to be, I'm just going to, I don't know if I can include spanking a stranger on the internet on YouTube and not get demonetized. But there is every opportunity. They just go boss, energy to the Lucario, and any stadium, and then that's game. That is how flimsy this is. Mega Floette should absolutely destroy Mega Lucario, but I'm just energy bosses stadium away from this getting knocked out and me losing the game. Though technically, I do have a knockout with Latias, and I can just win because by virtue of having a psychic deck. And there's the bosses. There it is. Do they have it? Wait, what was the point? What was the point? Don't you want to be in a YouTube video? All right, they're boring. Boo. Boo earns. All right, so let's play with our balls. I don't really need the Prism Tower anymore because you've served your purpose. And then let's go and get the Lilies, Clefairy, and then that's GG. And then I go Colress for Telepathic and this guy. So boring, right? Yeah, usually Gravity Mountain or Watchtower, that's assuming they're not running the Dunsparce build. But yeah, this isn't going to be in the YouTube video. And yeah, that's the thing I noticed with Goodra. It's just, if you just go first, you win the game, right? That's all it takes. You just go first in a pre-release, you just win. All right, it seems like the Monkey Dory build is cursed, and I've never been able to use one Monkey Dory, so we'll get rid of that. Let's go for the Deoxys one. I was playing this one earlier, and it seems pretty good. And I did see the post on the Discord about how the defense Deoxys has counters in like Flaffy and Golbat. The thing is that, yeah, Golbat's annoying, but you use the Deoxys as kind of a buffer, right? Deoxys isn't just there for its attack. It's also the fact that it's a single prizer with 130 hit points, and it can do 80 damage, but you just basically just send it up there and be like, hey, buddy, take a hit, right? Just take a hit. Let me build up a Goodra, and that's kind of what I did. All right, we're back on the Kangaskhan grind here. So this is Deoxyrnius. Okay, that's bad. But maybe I can bait them into putting the Terra Greninja into play and I can somehow win. There's absolutely no shot. I'm going to try to donk them. I'm going to try to hit him with the old Donkey Kong here, and it's very easy. I just need a Prism Tower and a Wonders Patch. That's it. So we go for Smoochum and Deoxys, because I want to stunt on him here. I'm going to draw a bajillion cards. All I need is Wonders Patch, Prism Tower, Energy. Okay. I know this is greedy. Oh, no, I got to get rid of Energy, I guess. So we'll get rid of Energy and Lilies. And then I go for... Actually, let's get rid of the Smoochum, because we already have one. And then we draw 2. I just need a Wondrous Patch. That's it. Wondrous Patch and Donk. Wondrous Patch and Donk. Everyone say it with me. Get him with the Wondrous Patch and the Donk. Come on, PDCGL. Be cool. Be cool, bro. Be super duper cool. I know I shouldn't do this, but I can Mirage Barrage. Oh, we did it. Oh, we did it, baby. Get absolutely wrecked. Get out of here, Greninja. That's right. That's right. I'm the #1 Mega Floette player. Absolutely. What a skill issue, right? Imagine what a skill issue. Yeah, there you go. Maybe you'll catch me on the next flight. Boom. we deserve that. I earned that one. Call me a vitality because I earned that one. Call me a bundle because I earned that one. Huh? Get it? Because like I earn bundle. I earned that one. Oh yeah, this build has secret box, by the way. And don't forget, this is one of the free decks. You know, if everyone's playing Greninja, of course everyone's going to be playing Floette. Yeah, we got a heavy flow. You know, I did unfortunately lose because I had a heavy flow and I got my terminal period. Okay, so this is terrible for us. This is very interesting. I just almost finished saying this is terrible for us. I can get Tool, Supporter. I mean, I guess I just go attach to you, secret box away, this, and this. I know I'm being greedy, but I have a plan. We go for Prism Tower. The supporter doesn't matter. And then the Pokepad. So Prism Tower down, Pokepad. Let's go get I guess a Xerneas. Because obviously the Teal Mask Ogerpon is a bit of a problem here. So I'm going to have to judge. The whole thing that I was thinking with the Judge build. Crap. With the Judge build was my opponent can't bump my stadium if they only have ever 4 cards in their hand. Right? That was my thought process is the biggest weakness of this deck is that it sucks. I probably shouldn't be playing Cedar Box. That's kind of bad. But the biggest weakness is that your opponent can play cards and most of them are stadiums. And you look at about half of the decks I've played today have had 4 stadiums. Like Honchkrow, 4 stadiums. Festival Lead, 4 stadiums. Every grass deck, 4 stadiums. So it is just kind of wild. And also, I'm going to lose this game because this butt face only does 200 damage. Right? Isn't that insane? It does 200... Like, how does a Mega not knock out an Ogerpon? Yeah, 4 Dizzying Valley, right? So, you know, there's just so many reasons why Mega Floette is not good. Yeah, gotta run Vitality Band. I know, right? All right, well, there's Prism Tower, and then we go, yup. And then this guy, and I guess another Xerneas. Or actually, do I want Latinas? So I can retreat. No, I think I would attack twice with Floette before anything. So let's go retreat, and then Eternity Bloom. Yeah, Mewtwo Malone, that's what I was saying at the very start is, and I actually say it in the opening of the YouTube video, is you can tell the designers wanted this to suck, or the designers don't know what they're doing, or the designers don't care, based on the fact that Mega Floette does 200 damage and not 210, right? You can very easily tell that they do not care, or they didn't put any thought into this, or, you know, there's that tweet that went around, like, there's a group of 6 or 8 people, 6 or 7 people that spend, 8 hours a day testing the game to make sure it's balanced. And it's like, are you sure? Because you might want to find new people who do that. And Oppenheimer, Vitality Band and Halucha are both gone. You can suck my butt. That is the one thing that could have screwed me over, was you buying yourself a turn. Ooh, hello. Okay, so let's go Prism Tower. 1, 2. Come on, telepathic. Ooh, no, I'm one short. Okay, actually, I can go Ultra Ball. Yeah, so I can just do it this way. I was like, I'm one short of doing the Deoxys play, but I'll just do this. I'll just put that guy down, do that. I think I might be out of energy, but whatever. Yeah, I think I'm just out of energy or something. And yeah, I'm out of Wondrous Patches. I'm out of energy, but it's fine. It's cool. It's totally fine. I didn't back myself into a corner. I mean, even if you get a Meganium, I think they're out of it. But yeah, I wanted to focus on... I hate how they shrunk the cards. Like, you did one thing right for 4 years, and then you decided after 4 years, hey, what if we made the game worse? And we shrunk it because we added landscape mode. Literally the worst. Okay, yeah, I wasted all my resources, which I shouldn't have done. That was an oopsie. Okay, they conceded. Okay, whoa. I made some oopsies. We're fine. We're fine. All right, so that's Deoxyrnius. I still think Hero's Cape is the correct one. Like, why am I playing Citra Box, right? Why am I playing Citra Box? It should always be Hero's Cape. Yeah, so it should always be Hero's Cape. I have 4 Telepathic and 12 Psychic. There's no Monkey Dory. There is a Mimikyu, which I could cut. There's a Kangaskhan, which is just a good backup attacker. 4 Wondrous Patch. 2 special red cards seems a bit much. But it does work sometimes. Sometimes. 69% of the time it works. Hey, Zeus, I will friend you. If you give me money, I will be your friend. And yeah, Foodler, it's rare. It's rare. But I think just special red card in a pre-release is absolutely busted. I just couldn't believe my luck. Imagine pulling 2 full art Surfing Beach from your 4 pre-release packs, but not a single special red card or a Delibird or a Goomy. That is just hilarious that I open 4 packs, I get 2 full art Surfing Beach, and one of them was the first card in the pack, which makes PDC Jail a little weird for that. And then I get no... Finally! The first... Okay, this is going to be in the video no matter what. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is literally my first game. I don't know how. It's my first game against Dragapult after 15. So on game number 16, I finally face it. All right, so I have Mimikyu. I know I can play this game very differently and still do really well. Like, I know, but Pilot, you shouldn't play it this way, Pilot. You should play it smartly. We don't do smart things here. I want to see how this matchup goes. We all know it's going to be terrible. We're going to delightfully kiss some toes. That's what we do. But yeah, you wouldn't believe it. I play a Psychic deck, 15 games in a row, no Dragapult. There were 2 Lucario. I lost one because I had a Kangaskhan, and then the other one, yeah, the Clefairy isn't prize, yeah. It's in the hand. So this full game will be featured in the YouTube video. I will show it beginning to end, win or loss, because I want to show you, even when I have the weakness advantage and I can give this thing 500 hit points, to be fair, this is not a Monkey Dory healing build. I have some Monkey Dory healing builds you'll find in the description. But I just want to show you that on its own, Mega Floette is not good. You want to beat Dragapult, just play Quad Clefairy with Lily's Pearl. That's really all you got to do. And yep, this is why I play 3 Judge. But then they go and have triple Dracloak. Well, I play 3 Judge. Oh yeah, I have triple Dracloak turn too. You might have me beat. You may have me slightly beaten in that respect. All right, so Prism Tower down, Telepathetic Energy. I want to have, I think, Xerneas and probably just, but the Mimikyu I can't put down. The Deoxys is an energy eater, but the good news for, oh, and I prize 2 Wonders Patch. I prize 1 Wonders Patch. Good news for Deoxys being an eater is that I'm a feeder. So that can't be a bad thing. All right, so again, we can't put the Clefairy down. I think in this situation, I just go for the bosses on the Meowth, right? Because then I just need to knock out 2 Dragapult for game. So it'll be Eternity Bloom, knock out the Meowth. It's one of the very few Pokemon Mega Floette can KO. And then I want to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Because I have an energy in my hand, so I'm not worried about that. They can't red card me. They can stamp me, which will be terrible. But I think if they stamp me, then Floette is, surviving. So ahead of an unfair stamp, should I have benched the Clefairy? The reason for not benching the Clefairy is that they could just go boss. They could go stamp, boss, knock out Clefairy and Smoochum. And then I'm just in a horrible spot. But I mean, I'm going to be in a horrible spot no matter what off of an unfair stamp. Okay, well, there you go. I win, right? Because that's Crispin. They're probably going to give me a Dragapult, which is fine. Maybe I should have attached to the Xerneas. Maybe I should have attached to somebody so I have a backup attacker. But the thing is, I wasn't able to get an Angie Floette. I don't have my Hero's Cape. They probably have a Jamming Tower. And don't forget, every single turn, with 3 Dracloak and a Fez, they're going to see, what, their top deck plus 3 from Fez is 4. They're going to see 6 more with Dracloak. So they're going to see about 10 cards minimum each turn. And they can use my Prism Tower to get rid of useless cards like Poffin and Rare Candy. All right, as long as they don't stamp me. Oh, ooh, that's interesting. I don't know if I would have done that. Okay, so they are going to put 1 damage counter on the Latias. I think they might already have game. If I can't find my Hero's Cape, I'm pretty sure they have game. Right? Because they're going to put 200 on the Floette. They're going to knock out the Smoochum, put 1 on the Latias and 2 on the Deoxys. And then they can boss the Latias and then clean up the Floette. So I've kind of just lost. There was no reason to put 30 there. I think they probably should have put some on the Deoxys or something. But yeah, let's see what happens. We're going to go Clefairy down. I will attach to the... No, we don't want to attach to the Latias. We want to make them work for it. We want to make them twerk for it a little bit. And then Prism Tower, the special red card. Or no, I guess I don't really need Wonders Patch, right? But I also don't need special red card. Because they're just going to have it like that. But I mean, yeah, I don't need special red card. Just thinking about it logically, what do I need special red card for? And there's nothing I can get rid of. I mean, I'm not going to show them the Mimikyu in case it does mean something. But I'm going to Wonders Patch to the Clefairy, and then we Judge. Okay, well, if they don't win next turn, I win the turn after. So I think it makes sense to just attack with the Floette, right? Because I didn't get what I needed, and they just need bosses' energy for game. They literally just need bosses' energy for game, which goes to show you how bad Floette is. But I would have needed Hero's Cape or Angie Floette. Like, there was a world where I get some decent cards. That was not this world. So, yeah, again, they're just bosses away from winning, and that is very sad. Because I was a Hero's Cape, or to be fair, they were any stadium, right? If they had Jamming Tower, it wouldn't have mattered if I grabbed Hero's Cape or if I grabbed Angie Floette. If they're a typical Dragapult deck that just has Jamming Tower, I had no shot anyway. And unfortunately, wait, I was going to say, unfortunately, it looks like they aren't here anymore. But wouldn't the Dragapult have been promoted if they weren't here? Because usually if your opponent goes AFK, it's the thing on the farthest left that gets promoted. I don't think the Dracloak was on the far left. So does that mean they're still here? But I think they might have raged. Well, there's no way you rage quit in that situation because they haven't played a single bosses. I was checking out their discard pile. They've only played Lilies and Crispin. They have Dracloak, and then they had Fez. So this is probably the disconnect glitch again. I mean, I'm going to take that win, and you can't really look at my win-loss rate because I didn't face a single Dragapult until game number 16. I went 0-5 to start playing a Japanese Azumarill list, and I always said you can't really play Azumarill anymore because experience share is gone. But there you go. I did just win this game. You can say that I won this game, but it was literally I was going to easily lose. Right? Even though they got disconnected or they rage quit or they realized I'm just too good and they wanted to be featured in the video, this was still a very good representation of what this matchup is like, is that even though I had a lot of things go right, everything worked as it should, the fact that they were just a bosses away from winning, that was it. They attacked twice, 2 Phantom Dive, and they can take all 6 prizes against Mega Floette. And even if I had Hero's Cape and Angie Floette, they were a bosses, 2 Phantom Dive, and a Jamming Tower away from winning. That is why everyone has said Mega Floette is bad, and that is why I think Mega Floette is bad, is because 2 Phantom Dive and a Jamming Tower and Dragapult wins. So this was Deox Xerneas. Hey, I got 700 for that. Wait, why did I get 700? They weren't even here. They rage quit, but I said I'd include it. All right, so we're in our win and in game. We win this game, we're in Master League. And Evie, thanks for coming. No, they definitely had it. They definitely had that game. Because they hadn't played a bosses, they played it perfectly. They just either quit or disconnected. You know, it's so cool that you can't tell anymore. Yeah, like this is, again, every time, if you're ever on the subreddit and you see someone say, I made it to Master League for the first time, just type in the comments, Pilot made it to Master League with Mega Floette. Just that's all you have to do. That's the only thing you have to say. Pilot made it to Master League with Mega Floette. Your statement is invalid. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow, we're already off to a better start. And I'm going first. Interesting. So it's another Dragapult matchup. It's back-to-back Dragapult. I think what I learned from the last game is that I'm going to lose really badly here. What I learned from the last game is that I'm going to lose terribly here. So let's go attach to you, Heroes Cape you. I don't have any Carmine or anything. But I did win that last game because it looked like they went AFK. I don't know if I included it in the YouTube video because I don't know how this game's going to go. Oh, wow. Okay, just an attach pass. That is great for us. I think in this situation, I just go for Colress's tenacity. Oh, wow, I priced 2 lilies. I think I still go for Colress's tenacity, and then that way I get to keep my bosses. I go for telepathic and prism, and I attach to this guy, go for Latias. This did kind of cost me the game last time because for reasons that we don't talk about anymore. For reasons we don't talk about anymore, this did kind of cost me the match last time. But what I'm going to do is we're going to Wondrous Patch to this guy. We're going to Delightfully Kiss to the Latias. And then I'm going to have a 500 hit point bro. And I can have just a bunch of dudes in play. As long as they don't go Rare Candy Dragapult, I think I'm fine. Even if they do go Rare Candy Dragapult, I can Prism Tower and pray. But if they like over attach, if they attach another energy to the Dreepy, I think we're fine. And PB, yes, if you didn't know, Mega Floette has a first attack that heals 30 damage from everybody. So it is literally a picnic basket. And no, that is not good. A picnic basket is not good on a 3-prize Megas attack. Whoever came up with that idea should not be allowed to design cards. Hey, we want to give Mega Floette a first attack. What should we do? I know. We'll give it a picnic basket. What could possibly go wrong there? That's the best attack anyone could come up with. All right, well, I think I'm going to turn off the YouTuber voice. So we're just going to go back to my normal voice here. Or Mike, we're going to go back to my normal voice here. We're not doing the YouTuber voice because they're playing a little slowly. You know, there's several factors that go into getting a YouTube game. One of them is an opponent who doesn't take forever. And when the opponent takes forever, that means I got to put extra work into editing. And I don't want to do that because that takes time. We don't do that here. And Hybrid Force? You mean like Mega Pyroar? you mean like Mega Pyroar? All right, well, I have to go for the Dracloak. That's not really a question here. And then Delightful Kiss, Prism Tower. I think it's worth it to get rid of these guys as long as I don't get a Psychic. Okay, yeah, well, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That'll work. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I think I might use Tuck Tail next turn. I think that might be a good strategy because they're probably going to come up and hit me with the Badoo. So if I use Tuck Tail, oh, we got another bosses, baby. I got a 500 hit point float. What you going to do? And oh, hey, Mark. Hey, you're just giving me more compliments. You know, what do they call that thing they put on your pillow at a hotel? A compliment. Get it? A compliment? Yeah, if you're not subbed and you just heard that, you should be subbed right now. Oh, damn it. Well, our terrible plan was thwarted already. Our terrible plan was thwarted by one simple card. Damn. My simple plan. Oh, wait, I can just bosses the Dracloak. They manually evolved. We're fine. We are so fine. And Foodler, they did not want Floette to be good. That is all I can assume is they did not want Floette to be good because they gave it just a terrible attack. All right, so I'm going to boss the Dracloak just because now they need Rare Candy, Dragapult, Crispin. And it might be a case of I have enough to win from this point. Probably not, but I might. I mean, I could Tuck Tail. That's the thing. I could Tuck Tail. And then I have a guarantee here. They're probably going to go for the Smoochum, which is fine. Do I Tuck Tail? Press 1 to Tuck Tail. Press 2 to not make it to Ultra League or Master League or whatever. So press 1 to Tuck Tail. Press 2 to not make it to Master League this game. Because technically using Tuck Tail is kind of the correct call here. because I don't know. But like, they have so many damn cards in their hand. Right? And I'm literally a Monkey Dory. So Monkey Dory could have helped me immensely here, because I could have bossed the Fez or something. All right, well, there's a little... Well, that cinches it. I'm going to talk tail, everybody. Get ready. We're going to talk tail. Oh, that's terrible. All right, so we go Retreat. Meowth. Yeah, baby. Let's talk tail. Let's talk tail, bro. And then I will judge them next turn and still lose the game somehow. All right, so I do unfortunately need a Lily's Clefairy, so I can Meowth for Colress, and I can Meowth for Colress and get an Angie Floette. But if I do that, that just leaves a bunch of, you know, weak dudes on the field, and that's bad. So I can kind of see why Monkey Dory is useful, but as you saw, I played like 7 games with Floette decks that had Monkey Dory. Either I never found the Prism Energy, the Monkey Dory was prized, or I never found either of them. So I can understand that Monkey Dory kind of solves the issue of Eternity Bloom doing 200 damage. But, like, what? All right, so if all they do is knock out Latias, I win the game. Did you know that I win the game? Unless they stamp me, obviously, but I win the game if I didn't prize Clefairy, and I can go Colress for the thingy thing. And Foodler, I know, it's like giving a stage 1 that can draw 1 million cards was a mistake. And yeah, Tuck Tail. I've never tucked tail so hard in my life. Well, you can see, I have a 6th sense about this one. My 5th sense is I can smell feet a mile away. They judge me. Okay, that's fine. I still just need a Clefairy. Telepathic does it. Yeah, Telepathic does it. I just need a Clefairy and I win. As long as I didn't prize the Clefairy, we win the game. Press 1 is I know I've already done a deck search and I think it's in there, but press 1 if I prize Lily's Clefairy. Press 2 if it's in the deck. I'm pretty sure I did a deck search and it's in there and I've won. But it's PDCGL. What do you think is going to happen? Yup. All right, so remember, they can win if they have a jamming tower. That's another thing. If they just have a jamming tower, that's GG's. Tools Crapper does it. Jamming Tower does it. Megaton Blower does it. There's like 5 cards they can use that just win them the game. Never mind. We got a Prism Tower, baby. All right, so I just go for a Clefairy. There it is. And then I will need a Night Stretcher. I have 1 Night Stretcher, which is fine. And then, yeah, Risky Ruins, whatever. Yeah, we'll go Prism Tower. Get rid of that and that. And then, ooh, wow, a Psychic. Thank you. You read my mind. That's exactly the card I needed. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just whatever. That was just to thin my deck. That wasn't for anything other than thinning my deck. So a Jamming Tower, we lose. AZ's Tranquility. If they bosses my Clefairy, that's fine. I just have to find my Night Stretcher. Or I guess technically... No, I think it has to be the Night Stretcher. I don't think I can win if I don't find Night Stretcher because I have 3 Wondrous Patch. Maybe I should have put Deoxys or somebody down. Maybe I got a little bit too ahead of myself. Maybe I should have put Deoxys or Xerneas into play to give me a backup attacker, because a Xerneas with 11 energy in play does do it. And also, I don't have a way to knock out the Fez for game. But, yeah. we all know I don't think sometimes. But, you know, I was just too worried, and I already knew this wasn't going to be a YouTube game, and I'm going to make it to Master League. I'll make that my blurb for the video is... I made it to Master League with Mega Floette EX. Getting to Master League means nothing. Getting to Master League means nothing. But not for nothing. Remember, I started the stream 0-5, so I have gone 8-3. In my last 11 games, I'm 8-3. And like, you get rid of that first game. If I just was playing a regular Floette build, no Kangaskhan, I beat Lucario. If I don't face Archaludon, I probably would have lost that one. And Mark, you are absolutely right. And so yeah, tomorrow will be Pyroar because we learned that the Ninetales, I do know how to read, and the Ninetales was mistranslated. They're not attacking with the dude this turn. This is wild. They're not attacking with Mr. Dude this turn. What? Come on, bro. Can you just let me Ange my Floette once? Just let me Ange my Floette, bro. Well, I was thinking that I think I'm still going to use AZ's Tranquility because they can't Crispin and bosses in the same turn, right? Like they're going for the confusion, but I have AZ's Tranquility. Oppenheimer, remember, the Ninetales was mistranslated, so the Ninetales makes it playable. I mean, I'm still not saying it's good. Boo. Boo. Ah, get wrecked. Okay, well, I have to retreat and attack with the Clefairy. And then hope they don't have Crispin or something. Or that I can just find my Night Stretcher. But I had the perfect handy after that, and then they got rid of everything I needed. So, I mean, no, I have to take the knockout because the odds of me getting Night Stretcher or, you know, the thingy thing are better. There's Latias. I don't mind wasting an energy right now, so I'll just retreat off the this one, I guess. We retreat. We telepathic this guy, and then I can't really put anyone down, even though I want to. So I have 2 bosses and a Night Stretcher and a bunch of gas. Again, I could put double Xerneas down. Yeah, let's do it. Let's be reckless. Let's be young and reckless. Let's just go for it, right? Yeah, let's have fun. You know, this is a boring game. Let's get the juice flowing. The juice is loose. Let's get the juice flowing here. Yeah, you'd have to be a crazy person, like Moist Critical. You know, just it's just so funny that the person, if you would have told me like earlier this year, the #1 PDCGL YouTuber of all time is going to be Moist Critical, I would have been like, what? Moist Critical is the #1 PDCGL YouTuber of all time? Yeah, that's literally the truth now. You know, the rest of us who've been grinding away for years, we can't even get like a 10% of the views that Moist Critical is getting just posting on like his like 5th channel. It is so funny that like it's Moist Critical Gaming, so it's like his 5th channel. And it goes to show that there is an audience for the game. And Foodler, well, learning the game, right? That's what new players go through. I understand, obviously, for vets, it's a little tough watching a new player, but it's still cool. It's still good. Hybrid Force. That's the thing. I don't know. Does it grow the game to watch Moist Critical play this and just how disgustingly like 2010s it looks? Right? They needed to do a visual overhaul. They needed to do so many things because, you know, Disguised Toast has played it before. Moist Critical is playing it. This is not, you know, like one of his videos could get like 250,000 views, the biggest video in PDCGL history. And it's like, this is the product we're showing. Mark, if the community complains and no one listens, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think they're gonna care. All right, I mean, technically I can win if I get like AZ's Tranquility or something. Yeah, like I'm glad it's throwing the game. It's just my issue is that, like, look, this is the biggest audience that it's ever been in front of, and it's just so ugly. Just so ugly. All right, I can put the Smoochum down because it doesn't matter. I lose or I win. All right, there's a Prism Tower. There's a Smoochum. So we are definitely in Night Stretcher territory. If I don't get Night Stretcher, I lose. Well, that is a special red card. Okay, hang on. Things are happening. That's a Meowth. Wait, does Mimikyu do anything? Oh, I'm 10. Oh, if this had 10 damage on it, I would win. If the Dunsparce had 10 damage on it, I would win. Isn't that crazy? Oh, that is so painful. Just 10 damage and we win the game. All right, well, I think, honestly, I just don't do anything this turn. No, because they can knock out the Smoochum. That's right. They can knock out the Smoochum. So I will lose because of the Smoochum, because I smooched them toes. So this needs to be the Night Stretcher. It's a Meowth. Womp, womp. All right, well, we lost because PDCGL hates me. All right, well, yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen. I just wish that the opponent played faster. Right? It would have been a lot better if they had just played faster. They would have been in the YouTube video. But, like, look at their timer. They've been playing for 13 minutes. That is way too long. I can't include that. The YouTube audience, they need to be stimulated right away. If I don't talk a mile a minute, they click off the video, and that's just not good. All right, so yeah, like even when they had game on board, it still took them 30 seconds. So just that's indicative of why I didn't include them in the video, is because they took a very long time. But yeah, that was a bit rough. The Deox Xerneas build is great against everything except for Dragapult. So we're gonna go to a Mist Garden build. This one I'm confident I am going to destroy them with. I have already won. I can guarantee you a victory here. And I am a little disappointed that I've never done a turn 1 going second Mega Floette. Right? Like, you'd think I would have done one. Right? Out of 17 games, you think of one turn 1 Mega Floette, and not even... This isn't even going to be a turn 2 Mega Floette. And I know everyone's going to ask the question, what does this do? Does 220 against the X's. So where other people can't do it... Ooh, there's a Weedle that is terrible here. So if I had a playable card... Yeah, if I can top deck the Telepathic, I still probably lose. But we'll see. Depending on what I top deck, that's going to determine the game. There's a bosses. Well, that's not great. So that'll go there. I'm going to attach to you. Delightful Kiss. And then, yep. I wanted to put this in the YouTube video, but like I have enough games for the YouTube video. You know, the Cofagrigus build was really good. You know, there's Force to Vitality, but I need playable cards, and I don't have those. And they're just out here raw dogging it with the V-Drill. So I think we've kind of settled on what is the right build. I think Monkey Dory needs to be played. Right? I think Monkey Dory, 2 Prism Energy, even though it never worked for me, just that allows you to knock out things that have 210 hit points. But overall, Mega Floette is just not good. Overall, it's just too easily bodied. And yeah, 2 Dragapult, 2 Lucario. Mega Floette is just too much work for not a lot of payoff. You know, 2 Smoochum equals 1 Floette, right? That's probably one of my biggest complaints about the card is that 2 Smoochum equals oh crap. Well, I guess I just hit him with the judge. Is that 2 Smoochum equals 1 Mega Floette? You know, I know you don't do the damage, but it's still really bad. All right, so we don't want to put you into play. I think I just hit him with the Geostorm. Yeah, and I still can't even knock out a Beedrill. Even after doing 90 damage, this Mega can't knock out a Beedrill. Oh, they're playing Growing Grass, and I gave them a Lilies. Yeah, so I think for the last game of the stream-ish, last-ish game of the stream, I'll try to play the best version, right? We'll try to play the best version that I can come up with. And, oh, okay, we're still in this. We're still in this. We are not still in this anymore. I have to go Ultra Ball for that. Hopefully Meowth is in the deck. I don't think I play a Meowth. So I have to go for Smoochum now. And then we gotta go... yup. And then retreat into Smoochum, into Delightful Kiss. Yeah, that's true. And Mark, well, the thing with 2 Clefairy is that that's bad, right? Because what Dragapult can do is they can knock out Smoochum, Clefairy, and then, you know, finagle another knockout on, like, Latias and, or just Mega Floette, right? If you play 2 Clefairy, that increases your chances of starting it. And that's bad, because then they'll just go, they'll go Bosses the Clefairy, knock out Clefairy Smoochum, and then all they have to do is deal 250 damage to a Mega, and they win. And a Mega that can't do a lot against them unless you have Clefairy. You do need one more. But, I mean, the Cofidrigus was by far the best, right? Cofidrigus was easily the best one that I played. There's another Mega Floette. Let's go retreat into Smoochum. Delightful Kiss. Put 2 more energy into play. One of these times I'm going to get a good card. One of these times. But I think Monkey Dory Prism Energy just fixes the math. Monkey Dory Prism Energy fixes the math of not being able to hit 210 HP. So that seems like a thing you gotta do. Gotta do. Or just play Cofidrigus. Or just play Cofidrigus. That's it. Or just play Cofidrigus and you're fine. Alright, well, they've already played their supporter, so that's cool. I think I can knock this guy out. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Are you kidding me? I'm 10 damage short of the Beedrill. I'm 10 damage short. Just please top deck in energy. Please. Top deck in energy so we can all go home happy. That's how I'm feeling right now. That is literally how I'm feeling right now. I'm 10 damage short of the knockout that I need to take. All right, well, yeah, let's do 210 and see what happens. You know, maybe with a 10-card hand, they don't find an energy. Yeah, what I've learned, you need Meowth. You need all these things. They have the Dunsparce. You need Meowth. Cofidrigus just seems great. You know, Monkey Dory's a little bit slow. You know, it's dropped on its head as a child. But I think we'll just go back to Cofidrigus because I'm out of Master League now. I was joking when I said the stream would end when I hit Master League. Because we knew that PDCGL would screw us over. So I will be hitting Master League with Mega Pyroar. And there's the Meowth for the bosses. but I'm still gonna lose this game mega bigly here. Wait, is this the turn where they played Dawn? No, that was last turn. Okay, so they do need an energy though. Damn it. maybe they prized their other bosses. Maybe they prized their other bosses. See, they're taking way too. Ah, oh, damn it. Well, they're gonna go for the fresh one. Yep. Literally an energy away. I was an energy away from potentially winning this game. PDCGL said, "Nah, bro. you wanna win? That's crazy talk." All right. Well, B-Drill is too good. But it's a shame because every game where I put on the YouTuber voice, we ended up winning. And like I wanted to lose to show people that it's kind of bad, but then every YouTuber voice game I ended up winning, which is really not good. Okay, so let's go back to the Coffagridius and yeah, Meowth, red card, Colress to increase your chances. 9. We got 13 total energy, which is a bit much. Xerneas, Coffagridius. Yeah, let's just roll it with the original list. And that's going to be tomorrow. Why Nanu? Why not? All right, can we get our first ever turn 1 going second Mega Floette? I also, wait, did I not find a single stadium last game? I don't think I had a single stadium show up at all last game. And Dragon Slayer, I can't do that because Dragapult's too good. I have to focus on the card. It's unlikely that this hand can do. I really don't want to attach the telepathic to the Smoochum. That's always a feels bad. Ah, really, Lucario? Okay. Well, that looks like 3 Lucario. I mean, this could be Okie Dokie, but I'm marking it down as Lucario. God, it's so tough. Like, I have 10 losses, but again, I went 8 and 5 once I actually figured out how to play the deck and I wasn't playing the Japanese list. But we should be fine. I want to apologize to the YouTube audience. I know it says I'm 8 and 10, so I have 10 losses, but I have gone 8 and 5, right? Like I have gone 8 and 5 in my most recent games, and 2 of those games came down really to the wire there. Maybe I should have used Petrol for Prism Tower. Yep, should have used Petrol for Prism Tower. That was my bad. Wow, I really should have used Petrol for Prism Tower. Oh, wow. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you're a thing now. They can knock out my Mega Floette very easily by just going Bosses, Energy, Air Balloon, Lucario, which may seem like a lot, and maybe I'll lose the game and I will be able to show a loss. But every game that I was like, hey, this is a playable game where I have a chance, I, put on my YouTuber voice and I was ready to go, against slow opponents. I, knew I was like, okay, I'm not going to put a game with a slow opponent where they take 15 minutes just to barely win. So I kind of checked myself out of that one. But then every game where I put on my YouTuber voice where I thought, okay, I have a fighting chance, but I'm probably going to lose, I ended up winning. Because I did go 8 and 5 with the good builds of this deck. It's just a lot of my losses were I never found a Prism Tower, I never found an Angie Floette, I never found Hero's Cape. I prized my Monkey Dory, I never found Monkey Dory or Prism Energy. So it's interesting. It's interesting that this is semi-playable. Yeah, this one has a Hero's Cape, but I'm not too worried about that because I'm gonna have 500 hit points. So it's like they're like, oh, I got 440. I have a Hulk. Oh, they got rid of a stadium. Oh, you know not what you have done. They clearly have never faced Mega Floette all day. You know, tell me you haven't faced 100 Mega Floette decks without telling me you haven't faced 100 Mega Floette decks. All right, so they have to retreat that off. I am totally okay. I don't have to put anybody down that doesn't need to be down because I just win with Xerneas, right? Xerneas wins me every game. They have to, oh my God, they just have to attach one energy. That is so pathetic. All right, Mega Floette, we believe. We believe in you, buddy. Because all I have to do is knock out back-to-back Lucario, and that's game. What the hell? Could you not suck for once in your life? Is that possible? Could you maybe not suck? Have you tried that before? All right, so let's go. I don't have another Xerneas. Okay, well, you know what? You know what? I'm going for it. I am going for it. We're going to go for the Fez. I'm going to pretend like this is corn and go the long way. Yes, that's an overused saying, but have you ever heard of a catchphrase that's, ooh, well, hello there, Mr. Boss's hors d'oeuvres. We have an attachment. You call me an overly attached girlfriend. All right, let's go that and that. I'm going to go for Meowth because we already know they're going to win if they just have a bosses. But I'm going to win if they don't. So let's go for Lily's Determination, Wondrous Patch, and then we go to the Yamask. Lily's Determination, get 8 cards. All of them are going to be great. I mean, kinda. Lily's Clefairy down, Eternity Bloom. So here we go. I don't take a knockout, but my Cofagridius, oh crap. Things just got real weird. Things just got, the battlefield turned weird. It's like somebody just used the Max Mindstorm. The battlefield just turned real weird here. But I don't think there's anything they can do. With my Cofagridius, with my expert Pokemon trading card game skills, I can pay the bills. And they have given us another Mega Lucario. That is game. So the Hero's Cape was okay. That's fine. Because I still have it, right? I still have everything. Wally's doesn't really advance their board position all too much here. I know I have to, get rid of energy to retreat, but I'm pretty sure 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. Oh. Oh, that's kind of rough here. I think what I do is, oh, yeah, that does kind of throw things off here a little bit, right? Because if I give them the Cofagridius, that's bad. But if I get like a Wondrous Patch, that's good. So of course I didn't get a Wondrous Patch. All right, so let's go Telepathic on you. Telepathic on you. Believe in the heart of the cards. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Oh, God. Please, PDCGO. Please, Wondrous Patch. Wondrous Patch? Oh, no, I don't have an energy. We need Prism Tower, Wondrous Patch, and a switch card. No! Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. How have they done this? I can't believe you've done this. Because then they're just the bosses away from winning. So I think I have to switch into the Xerneas. Switch into Xerneas. Oh, that is 420. Oh, this is so awkward. How am I going to lose to a Lucario deck? I got this. Well, how do I lose to Lucario? Well, you never find your Prism Towers. Remember that first turn. I always tell myself, if you have Petrol and Lilies in your opening hand, and you don't need to Lilies, don't be greedy in Lilies, always Petrol. I should have Petroled for Prism Tower. I should have Prism Towered whatever, put the Angie Floette down, and then save Lilies, because remember that first turn, I was just going to smooch them. So oh God, they have a freaking, who puts a Monkey Dory in a Lucario deck, and has a Darkness Energy? Seriously, who throws a shoe? All right, well, I do win if all they do is knock out the Xerneas. No! What the Okay, maybe my dream will come true and I will lose this game. No! What is happening? What is crappening right now? This is insane. How do they have everything? There is no world where this should be happening. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Everything is awesome. I have a Xerneas KO. We have a Xerneas KO. I'm going to judge them, and then we'll be fine. Everything is awesome. We're going to judge them for wearing socks with sandals. It's going to be great. And I will, sure, we'll cough egregious, because why the hell not? I will judge. This is like the 7th game I haven't had the Angie Floette combo. It's just too difficult. As I was saying, this is PDCGL is just a master at comedy. This is Pete comedy right now. This is Pete comedy. This has to be in the YouTube video. Not only is it a loss, but it is a loss where just everything went wrong. So yeah, I'm leaving this in the YouTube video. They're definitely going to get Fez, fighting energy. They're going to boss any of my, fighting wheat prizers. This is absolutely going in the YouTube video. I wanted to show you just how bad this deck can be. Even when you have a positive matchup, yeah, they're going to go get a fighting energy. They're going to play with their balls, get a Fez. This is just... Do not play Mega Floette. I know my win-loss record was kind of okay. I was 1-1 against Dragapult, but there was a game where they just needed bosses to win. But even against Lucario, right? You can't one-shot a Mega Lucario with a Hero's Cape on it. And if they wallies and then they play it right, so even a skilled player can beat off... Oh, they lost. Okay, never mind. I was just singing your praises. But again, you saw that Dragapult game. If they hadn't rage quitted, they would have found a bosses, they would have won. This game, they just needed a bosses for game, they would have won. Do not, under any circumstances, play Mega Floette. And I would love to say, well played, good game. Instead, I can give them like a sarcastic thumbs up, because this was a great game. They were 1 card away from winning, and it's like they just couldn't do it, right? They just couldn't keep it up long enough. I have that issue in my old age, and I was still an energy short if they had a Hero's Cape. But, I feel your pain, Nanu. And yeah, this, do not play Mega Floette. It's just too flimsy, right? If they bump, you have to work so hard to get 2 stadiums into play. They can just bump it on their turn, and it did nothing. I almost lost this game doing 4 times more damage than them with weakness advantage. Xerneas, I have been very happy with Xerneas. Xerneas is a very good card. If you're playing Floette, absolutely put it in the deck. Deoxys is also good, but it takes 5 energy, which is a big problem. And then Smoochum. Smoochum is just the MVP. Smoochum does what Mega Floette does for free. And 2 Smoochum equals 1 Mega Floette, but you give up less prizes. It has free retreat. It attacks for free. So I think, honestly, if you want to play a Psychic deck, just play Smoochum and Wonders Patch. Mega Floette is way too flimsy. You have to play Hero's Cape. You need to have a double stadium stay in play. And even then, you can still get beaten off by the best. All right, so that was, what was that one that was Cough Egregious against? That was Cough Egregious. Funny win, almost a loss. Almost a loss. So yeah, tomorrow will be Mega Pyroar. And I will have, no, Joe Biden, I wasn't going to do that. I had that written in my notes that I specifically did not want to play it with Gardevoir because I have to make Floette the highlight. If I played it with Gardevoir, what's the point, right? Gardevoir is just a million times better. It's much easier to get a stage 2 Gardevoir into play and use 1 Overflowing Wishes than it is to get 3 energy on a Mega Floette after a Smoochum, get a double stadium, and a hero's cape when Gardevoir can just do one overflowing wishes and you're set for the rest of the game. And you can play with Wondrous Patch and Glass Trumpet and a whole bunch of things. This is the best, psychic get energy into player. And Mewtwo, don't I have good emotes, don't I? This emote should carry you through, right? We have these guys. We got lots of emotes. But yeah, I finished with 9 wins. I went 9-5 once, things kind of cooled down there. Oh geez. Choose prediction outcome 8-9. But I feel like Mega Pyro, this is kind of the similar strategy with Mega Pyroar, where it's like, hey, just don't suck a butt, right? Don't suck a butt and you'll be fine. Because as long as I can get the thing, we'll be fine. But let me get, let's show you the Pyroar. Here it is. There's also 2 other Pyroar that may make an appearance tomorrow. But Fiery Big Bang, you gotta do 290. You have to play Gravitity Mountain. Ferocious Bellow is one of the worst attacks I've ever seen on a Mega, aside from Gentle Light. But I am confident that we will win at least 2 games with this deck tomorrow. And I know, right? You're surprised. And we will raid Sunny. Wait, Sunny's playing Beedrill. So the raid message is Pilot played this on day 1. Pilot played this on day 1. That's the raid message. No happy birthday, just Pilot played this day 1. Get good.